stayed.
You guys stayed. You guys came for my one shot and stayed for the chaos.
That
Uh-oh.
was a great one shot.
That was a great one shot.
Still waiting for Cat to stab me in the eye. Never
The
happened.
house one, yeah.
Yep.
That was Valerie as a complete impulse character, and then she
I have done
stuck around.
premates, and
Yep.
then you kept her. Yep.
Yep. Took on a life of her own.
Which one did you jump into, Amanda?
Um,
Was it the maze?
no, it was a creepy house.
You were in the creepy house too?
It was a creepy house. We were supposed to be outside with the dead bodies or something, but we ended up stuck in the basement because
I
Adam
think that's
decided
a
to
different.
lock us in the basement.
I
That
think that's a
was
different creepy house.
that
Was
was a
that
different.
Masquerade?
It was
Yeah, it
not
was
the
something different, I
masquerade. We
think.
started at Candle Keep and
Yeah.
had to get out of the
Ah.
library with a book, and then I was setting up traps to keep them in the basement.
Yeah.
To be
Okay,
fair, I
that
think
one.
Adam was doing something in the dirt in the masquerade one too, but I think it had to
He's
do
I
with
done
the dead
something in the
body.
dirt in
I
every
was
single one.
digging.
Mm-hmm.
My
Why
favorite
would he do anything different?
my
I don't know.
favorite Adam character though was at the one shot where little Ryan had made Adam's character, and he made him a fairy.
Mm.
And he was absolute. That is the one where it's on the internet where I take my paper and I go like this because it was just, and,
I think that was the one I was in.
and
I broke things. What can I say?
and then that's the one we have the recording of him singing Mirror
Mm.
Image, the Mirror
Mhm.
Image song.
The Mirror Image song. Mirror
That's right.
Image has a song.
Yep.
Yes.
It does now.
I'll need to go find it.
It's in YouTube. It's under Mythical Moments. You'll find
I'm
it.
gonna go find
In
it.
in Discord, there's a channel called Mythical Moments. The link to this song is there. It was so good. I kept telling him he needs to play that actual character, bring it to more life. A Warforged bard, and he did so good with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoop. Well, there's the thunderstorm. I'm gonna set my
Alright.
Discord notification sound to that song then as soon as I find it.
It's great. It is great.
All right. Well, everybody's here. It seems like the moment of child emergency is over, so let's get into some super cool fun. I'm sure the world's not still on fire, right?
The world's on fire.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Hey now,
That's
you're
okay.
not dark.
What you game
Uh,
with? Go, go.
all right. Well, who wants to give the recap of what the fuck happened last time?
I actually took a lot of notes. I don't know how that happened with everything that was going on, but I ended up with a lot of notes for some reason. I have Tegan dimension doors to his tower bookstore and is like, oh crap, flames, and summons some water elemental to put it out and then runs around with a water elemental. Adnan is trying to read unconscious Leaf thoughts to help him. And Leaf is just like, kill me if it takes over. And Portia's like, oh no, it's red. And we're like, oh. Yeah. Because then
Went over
Feist
like
is
a
like,
lead balloon.
then Feist is pissed. Portia promised, broke promise. Feist and Silas are like, let's go check on the kits at the temple. And Martum's like, oh no, another fire, because apparently this is how they found him. Gara's like, I'm going to be the Bucket Brigade fireman. And it happens. Feist goes to the Temple of Bahamut and is like, oh no, there's flames. But the kits are safe, so it's okay. Their nursemaid governess didn't make it because she made sure the kits made it. Yay for the kits. Started with an explosion in the basement below the temple, and the flames aren't natural, which is a recurring theme. Then something about going to Quinn's house, where the kids end up. And then Feist goes to Avi and Embrix. And Gara's Bucket Brigade seems to work against normal fire. And Barnabas and some group that I didn't know what was showed up and was helping because they were pretty cool or something. Tegan extinguishes fire and runs around with his water elemental to the herbalist. Avi and Embrix is on fire, and Feist is like, oh, this sucks. And Feist Leviathan just fuses together because it's so hot. But Feist finds Embrick protecting Avi, and then somehow uses their last spell to really do awesome things, and then go flying through the air. And yeah, Portia goes to the Temple of Cord because she thinks they can help. And the people there are trying to collapse the temple to put the flames out. My note is ... wow there. Portia finds a safe spot and is like, I'm gonna pray. And Adnan's like, okay, let's play a song and have a conversation with this weird cord guy who's like, let's smash things. Can I smash your friend? And we're like, please no. At least not right now. And then flying Feist hits Temple and it collapses, and Adnan takes credit for it as a miracle of Cord, and it becomes highly awesome. But we don't know it's Feist at this point. And then Tegan goes on and is helping with Gare to put out fire things, and Embrick carries Avi, and then they pass out, and they're just totally left by Tegan and Gare in the middle of the road. But it's okay. They're safe in the middle of the road. Then they start investigating. The investigator Barnabas and crew's places on fire, so they run that direction. And Feist's armor super cools and is solidified, and they are stuck, but cannot be smashed open. Tegan calls for roll call, and Feist is like, I'm hurt. I don't know where I am. I'm buried. Save me. And Tegan's like, I'm gonna find these people. And he's like, he gets in charge and it's like, you people, Gare, take Leaf to Bahamut's temple, and I'm gonna find Feist. And he starts saving Feist from. Tries to save Feist from the trash can, is what my words say. So, sure that's helpful. And Portia's like, I need to find Leaf's tattoo, but no, I can't because the cord guy's here and I don't want to undress it in front of people. And Adnan convinces all the Cordians that Feist is an angel of Cord, so they're taking Feist to Embrick. And Feist has no say in anything because they're being thrown about. And Tegan's like, I'm gonna go get help. And Portia, Adnan, Leaf, and Henry go to Bahamut's temple. And apparently the attacks hit tailors, taverns, temples, smithies, and bookstores, so they knew flavor but not exact, is what we figured out-ish. Raven Queen Temple is being left to burn because no one's inside, and it's not connected, so they're just like, let it burn, it'll be fine. And Gare's fire brigade keeps going, and Portia and Adnan arrive at the Temple of Bahamut that is still smoldering. Oof. Lots of things happened.
That was pretty thorough.
That's all I got. I figured I could take good notes while I was babysitting children the whole time.
Yeah, I mean the only extra that I think really needs to be said is how Feist in their state is being tossed around like a fucking beach ball. Was waved in the air for quite a while.
The frat boys are very happy.
I got it, and then now they're just like, boom, boom.
Yeah, they're inspiring a lot of frat boys.
We're gonna work on this.
And girls.
Since it's a temple that Portia frequents often.
It really explains a lot, doesn't it, friends?
I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. No. I don't know why I was expecting it different.
There.
The Temple of Cord, where everyone's bro.
Oh my.
If there's a paladin named Chad in that whole slew of people, I'm gonna throw a tantrum.
Why not?
What do you mean paladin? You mean that barbarian throwing you around?
No, I'm assuming that's a different Chad. Just like all the Ravens are Bob, I'm assuming that all of the Cordians are Chads.
Point of fact, Chad is a rank. Okay? Portia's almost a Chad.
My bad.
Portia's
My
working at becoming a Chad herself.
uh, if Mike doesn't kill her first.
I mean, yep.
Oh, that's hilarious. Rank Chad. I'm totally gonna do this now.
Or oh yes, actually.
Oh my.
Oh, that's hilarious. That gave me giggles. I'm excited about that. Well, I believe Remy and the kids are trying to go back inside the tavern, but that's kind of like
Yeah, we won't do that if it's not
quarantined
safe.
off as a super duper danger zone.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna stay safe outside.
Yep. But where are you gonna go?
I don't know anywhere in this town, so I'm going to stay near the bartender dude. Seems to know what he's doing.
Got it.
Not the dead bartender, the one that's still alive.
Well, I thank you for clarifying that.
Okay.
Because the dead bartender's inside the burnt
Yep.
house. Plus
We're
the
not
dead
there.
cook is in there. The dead housekeeper is in. There's a lot of dead people. And
I mean, it could have been more.
it could have. It could have, and it should have. But Tegan had other plans.
He wanted to save them so that he could be the cause of their fiery demise. Obviously.
He can neither confirm nor deny that statement.
My tavern to blow up. I'm pissed that somebody else did it first.
Facts. Checks out.
I mean,
You're
I thought we
saying
were I thought we were giving
I'm a
Portia credit for
fucking
blowing it
level
up
Waterdeep.
first.
Waterdeep's coming to its knees.
The villain arc has well and truly begun.
It really.
Not yet, guys. It hasn't started yet. It's almost there. You guys just need one, maybe two more pushes, and you guys will be there. I have faith. I have faith in your ability to fall from grace.
Were we ever in it?
I'm sure somebody was inside grace at some point.
Is Grace Chad's girlfriend?
Boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever.
10-4.
Person.
Maybe not even person. We don't judge here.
Thing.
All right. Well, who's doing what? Where are you going? What are you doing? What's going on? What would you like to do?
Well, at some point in my walking, I would have said in the ring about every tavern, tailor, and blacksmith is on fire. Did I get that right? Tailor Tavern.
Taylor Tavern
I think
Temple
it's Soldier
Smithy
Poet
Bookstore.
King.
It was what?
Taylor Tavern Temple Smithy Bookstore.
Yeah. I repeat. Thank you. I knew I was forgetting something. There's 3 T's.
It's good information for the Bucket Brigade.
Um, for everybody except for Remy, give me an intelligence ability check.
Darting strong.
Sorry, I need music. City Intrigue sounds good.
Ooh.
Fire and Ash playing.
You might want to reload. I have nothing playing except for now that I just started City Intrigue.
Yeah, I have City
Alright.
Intrigue.
I will reload.
Feist Portia Tegan. Yeah, or Adnan. Um, as this information from Portia is being shared between all of you through the ring, except for Remy because they don't have a ring, about the fact that every tavern, tailor, blacksmith, temple, and bookstore seems to be on fire, there's a couple things that kind of would go through your mind that you said last time, but I just want to reiterate that basically anything connected to you guys seems to have been attacked in some way, shape, or form, and maybe they didn't know exactly which ones may have been connected. Or if you remove yourselves as being the target and you think big picture, what does that actually mean for the city of Waterdeep? Blacksmiths, tailor shops, temples, gone. Bookstores,
Somebody's got a
gone.
severe problem with the letter T.
Hmm.
All I can think about is titties.
Titties always be on fire, yo. Temples would be debilitating.
It all would be.
So Tegan is going to just, whisper into the ring. Do you know what this means? Do you know what this means? Portia, tell him what this means.
I know what I think it means. What do you think it means?
I think that you big brain power, big brain, use that big brain. I'm kind of rattled.
You're not the only one who's kind of rattled, but everything that could have been associated with us is gone, is on fire. But not only that, the city's economic structure is gone. Think about it. We all go, almost everybody goes to a temple, almost everybody goes to a blacksmith, almost everybody goes to a tailor, everybody goes to a bookshop, everybody goes to a tavern.
Or they're targeting adventurers. They're trying to eliminate any resistance, any threats.
But if
Not everybody needs a blacksmith. That's a pretty specialized thing. That's more, Tegan's right. That's more about adventuring.
well,
Bookshops, wizards.
who else is the big adventuring save the city group aside from us?
I mean, there's a whole tavern full of morons. We don't even know what happens to the yawning portal. There's this
That's
fucking hole in the ground, and maybe it's just surrounded by fire right now.
okay.
What the fuck? Stop doing that! I'm assuming
Okay,
that's being thrown around.
but we are the best adventuring group there is. So, just saying, we're the ones who saved the city last time.
Well, here's another thing to note.
But Tegan has a valid point.
But something to note, all of those generalized individuals were targeted, but we also had some specific individuals connected to us that were targeted. The herbalist was targeted. There's not a group, not every herbalist in the city was targeted.
Do I know
Tally,
how-
the carpenter, was targeted. Not every carpenter in the city was targeted. So they had a lock on
Because
us.
we're famous.
I think it's because they hate us, but that could be that too.
Well, and then the Black Staff Tower is on fire.
That's okay. I mean,
That was that
let's
wasn't
just,
Tegan.
we
That
can
could be
turn a blind
Tegan.
eye to the Black Staff Tower for now. Okay?
And Barnabas's headquarters was on fire too.
Exactly. So they know exactly who's connected to us. And then something about widespread terror.
As you guys are having this conversation, Portia, you finally make your way to the Quins. Well, what used
Okay.
to be formerly known as the Quins.
Mm-hmm.
There are burn victims everywhere, and people all around doing their best to help people. It is a madhouse of pain, the smell of burnt flesh all over.
As we are, I just kind of breathe for a second. But as we are walking through and I'm looking for somebody who looks important. The 3 people closest to me that look really bad, I cast Cure Wounds on them as we go.
Okay. Um, give me your survival roll. Okay. As you're looking around at things, and you do cast those spells on a few people, but looking for someone who looks important. I mean, for all the sweat, soot, and dirt that's around, there's no like identifying markings. There's nobody giving orders. It's people just genuinely trying to help people. There's not a bunch of clerics or paladins out there casting spells. There's people all over who are using sheets and bandaging people and putting water on people and doing what they can to help alleviate any kind of pain. There doesn't seem to be any person giving charge or giving orders, but everybody's doing something.
Adnan,
Yes.
who do we talk to?
Um, I don't know.
Priest! I scream.
Well, Crisp cut you out, so what do you scream?
I said, I did it. I was expecting it to. I screamed, is there a priest around?
Your I mean, your screaming is one of hundreds.
Oh, there's people screaming. I got something for this. I will cast Calm Emotions. At the 4th level because I'm running out of spell slots.
Damn. Okay. You cast your spell thinking, hot fucking damn, we're to get a hold of this situation. People are still screaming because they're in pain.
Good try, Adnan. Are we able to get into the house or is it blocked?
So the house is so full, you're seeing people on the streets being helped. Like
Okay.
there's hundreds of people, and more just keep coming.
Since I would know the layout of the house, do I know of a back way in?
You know that there isn't one. There literally is the one door into the Quinn's house, and then the behind inside the house towards the back is these stairs that go down to the basement, which is where they usually had their patients.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's full. These people are hurt too. We can't get in.
What are we looking for?
Somebody to help. Vice
Oh, yeah.
said to go towards the Bahamut temple for help with Leaf, and they're all here.
So look for someone in Bahamut robes.
I did that. Look, can't tell.
Is there anybody nearby with Bahamut robes on?
Give me a survival roll.
Okay.
Oh, there's the calm
survival.
emotion. Oh, look at the cute hearts going
Aw.
around. How sweet.
You don't see that every day, do you?
Nope.
Nope.
Look at you on that survival.
Adnan, as you are studying the crowd and the people moving around, you realize what Portia didn't realize in her quick cursory glance. There's definitely a hierarchy, and there's people that keep running in and out of the Quinn house itself.
We need to grab one of those runners and let them know that we have someone that's seriously hurt. We need to, triage and take the severely wounded up to the priests first and foremost.
Okay. You can easily go over there, grab one of those, tell them what you say, and they look at you and they go, "Everybody's hurt. Get to you when we can."
No, I understand everybody's hurt, but some are hurt more than others. What we need to do is make 3 groups. Those that are kind of hurt a little bit, those that are hurt quite a bit, and those that are hurt and about ready to die. And we start with the group that's about ready to die, and then we move to the other group, and then the last group. That's the most efficient way to take care of mass casualties like this.
You're familiar with mass casualties?
I've seen it a time or two in my adventures.
Go really wide at Adnan. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Maybe you should go inside and talk to Shiraz.
I know it's going to be crowded in there. What kind of corner, whereabouts would Shiraz be in that jam-packed house?
He's the only silver dragonborn.
Okay,
I gotta go,
Okay.
and that person starts running.
I'll go in and I'll look for the silver dragonborn and drag Portia with me.
Henry, house cat form! As there's a giant lion with us.
I'll clear a
Oh.
room out. Those that can run will get the hell out. It'll be less for us to worry about.
We don't need people injured more.
Tell Henry not to eat anyone.
I don't want anybody shooting.
Nobody's gonna shoot Henry.
You
They're too
go
busy.
inside, and inside you can see that there are just medical supplies, just kind of. They're in bulk, like people had brought a bunch of stuff with them that they could. Um, Somewhat organized chaos. It's obviously a madhouse in here. You can see that there is, unfortunately, blood all up and down a typical walkway area. Not so dry, some still kind of wet, as things are real bad right now. When you're inside looking around, busy place. You can see the silver dragonborn Shiraz, which, I mean, you gave him a couple of bars worth some money, so you made it when you made your donation to this place. You know exactly who he is.
I will make my way up to Shiraz and yell to get his attention.
He turns and looks at you, gives you a look of recognition, and heads your way.
As he approaches, greetings, Shiraz. Looks like we got quite the triage center here. We have Leaf. He's mortally wounded right now. We need some help.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
I'm definitely I'm going to use my well, let's see which one I have left.
You got a 17 from a 4.
Yeah, I'm going to use my lucky.
Okay.
And you said persuasion with advantage?
You just roll it. You just roll one more d20 or one more roll. It's not quite a 30, so I don't know.
Adding on in his 30s.
His plus freaking what, 13? Jiminy Christmas. He
I
he
can't
just
swing, but
as he as you say this, and he looks over Leaf and Portia and this giant cat that turns to a smaller cat. Follow me. So he turns and takes you into the basement.
whoa, we're getting somewhere now, Portia. Hot
Last
damn.
last
And
time we were down here, don't you remember?
Nope, don't remember a single thing about this place.
Remind me to remind you later. I don't want to talk about it right now.
By that big sigh, I don't know if I want to be reminded.
You when you
Probably
come
don't.
downstairs, there are 6 beds. There are 3. So when you walk into the basement, there's 3 beds to the left, 3 beds on the right, and they all have the curtains around them that makes it so you can't see who's inside the bed. When you come through that door, the exact opposite wall, there is an altar that seems to be broken. Adnan, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
Okay. It's familiar, but you're not quite sure why. He leads you in, and the last bed on the left, one of the ones closer to the altar, he pulls the curtains back, and he gestures for you to, whomever, to set the patient down.
I do so.
All right. After you doing so, he begins to remove all the articles of clothing from Leaf and looking him over and around and under, and looks confused as Leaf's not burnt. What is wrong? He's not burned.
He
No,
put
we
up.
thought he was malnutritioned at first, but
He put.
food
He
and
got.
water haven't helped him. He used a lot of magical energy in protecting as many as he could, and he ended up like this. We're not sure what's happened to him. We just know that. Oh, yeah, and I forgot. He keeps talking about this cursed war pick, and he says that if it takes over him, we have to kill him.
You give me an insight roll, both of you.
I'm gonna use a thing. God damn it.
What, you were all out of luckies. What thing you gonna use?
Can't I use magical guidance?
I mean, technically, a skill check is an ability check, so probably. How's magical guidance work?
Says I can tap into my inner wellspring of magic and try to conjure success from a failure. When you make an ability check that fails, you can
There you
spend one
go.
sorcery point.
Yeah, you can spend your sorcery points. Fucking bastards, your sorcery points.
It's the only time I've really used them.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Wow. Good job.
Well, Adnan, you notice there for the briefest of moments on this scaly dragon-born facial expression of concern, as you've probably brought a cursed time bomb in the middle of a place full of people who are dying. But the face changes, and he looks to you both and he goes, "We are not equipped to deal with curses or possessions. That would be the temple which burned."
So what
What
do
do you
we
mean
do?
the temple that burned? Your temple?
Yes.
Can we set up a makeshift something or other? To how do we help?
No.
How do we help Leaf?
At this moment, I don't know.
I am just going to grab him by both shoulders. Good God, Shiraz, we've got to come up with a plan. There is got to be something that we have to do.
Adnan, that
If he's fighting, make him comfortable.
Like Raven Queen comfortable or like warm toasty comfortable?
as in if he's fighting, then just you have to make the physical body comfortable and protected because he's fighting inside of his mind against the quick for control.
Well, okay.
Whatever you do, respectfully do it away from here.
So where would be the best spot to do that?
Where there's not hundreds of innocent people who can die.
What do you mean by die?
Do you not remember what happened with mine?
No, I remember the one time he tried to kill everybody, but he said if that happens, we kill him.
I remember.
He looks at you and he goes, "Are you confident you can?"
Have you not seen my Revenant Blade?
Adnan.
And I will proudly
No.
display that to Shiraz.
If Leaf isn't back to being clothed, I start reclothing him
Okay.
and then go to leave.
Very formidable.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Shiraz.
Until he stabs himself in the foot with it.
And I will give him a pat on the back, thank him for his time, and tell him best of luck with all that he does. And I will give him some bardic inspiration.
Very nice. It's gonna use that here post quick. Oh, I like I gave all those people bardic inspirations.
That's pretty cool how that happened, but I didn't mean to do it.
Man, even Silas. I feel like you two have a connection via soul at this point. Your appreciation over Martin.
I guess, Portia, we go back to what's left of the tavern, and
We can
I think
always.
the only thing that really, I don't know what brings Leaf a whole lot of comfort right now, but
It's not that type of comfort. So
we just
if
lay
you
him on a
remember
bunch of flowers and put a blanket over him and play
when
some soothing music.
mine happened, I exploded the room we were in.
Oh, that was the explosion?
Because it is a fight of power.
Oof. That's not good.
It's not just I pick up an artifact because it's pretty and I'm lonely. It's pick up an artifact because it gives me the power to save everybody until it decides that it wants all the power.
Well, we might want to tie him down and, I don't know, have somebody ready to, if things go sideways. He's pretty weak. Did you get that weak? I don't remember you getting that weak.
I don't know. I was fighting a sandstorm in my head.
What? A sandstorm?
Yep.
So how did you win? What did you do?
I cried.
I mean, I could do that. I could check that one right now.
If I pleaded a chord because
Tried Cord's Temple. That was a big fat failure.
but I had an essence. I had an essence of cord with my war pick on top of red. So my situation was different.
So what makes Leaf Leaf?
What do you mean? What makes Leaf Leaf?
Like, what makes him so powerful? Whatever gives him his power, we probably need to take him to it or surround him with it.
Well, before we brought him to life, the tavern.
We're kind of fucked there on that one, honestly. I don't think we could do anything about the tavern. Bringing him back there might make it worse.
Bringing him back there, we don't want to accidentally tie him back to the tavern either.
I think, honestly, since he's gonna go boom, we seal him in the tower.
What tower?
Higgins Tower. It's the only thing magical that might be able to withstand it. And he's got some helpers in there. They might be able to do some things.
Okay. And then we
Maybe.
could also plan for our retaliation on the Xanthar's Guild? Is that what you guys said?
Xanthar Guild? I'd say one step at a time. First, we need to find out what happens with Leaf. We either gotta save him or Silas helps him make that final journey. We could surround him with artifacts from the tavern that are left.
But he enjoyed not being at the tavern and being able to travel.
Am I what?
I said, but he enjoyed not being tied to the tavern.
He did?
Yeah.
I thought the tower was his life and he loved everything about it.
He loves the tavern, but he's, for the first time in, 100, 200 years, he isn't tied to it. He's been given a second chance of life, which is why he left. He stopped by on his way through, checked in on us, cooked for a few days, yelled at everybody, got things back to normal, and was planning on heading back out, I think.
Oh, Jesus, and we snubbed him on that?
He kind of snubbed... What do you mean we snubbed him on that?
Like, our shenanigans caused him to get hurt? Wait a minute. How did he come up with the pick?
That's a long story, but let's find somewhere safe.
We got plenty to talk about as we bebop down the road.
How did he get red? First, I'll answer that question. Where are we headed to? We're headed to bookstore, right? Somewhere safe?
Bookstore. If anybody
gonna-
can solve this problem, it's Tegan.
He's gonna make it through. So, I don't know how he got Leaf. He tried to, or I don't know how Leaf got red. He talked to Red and then took Red.
Red was in the dungeon last time I saw Red.
Red was tattooed on my thigh. up until last night.
What does a tattoo do?
You agree to work with the entity inside the weapon for their power, and it doesn't work like it did before. But that's where the weapon hides that you can manifest or not manifest.
So how did he remove the tattoo?
He didn't remove the tattoo. The tattoo is what it looked like whenever Red was on me. And I don't know how he did it. He put his hand on my calf where Red was residing, and everything went all spooky, crazy. And then Leaf was in my head, asking me if I trust him. And then Henry broke the door down, and Tyr almost stabbed Leaf in the back. And then Leaf had Red.
So we need Remy to get into his head?
I wish I knew how to get into his head.
Or we find a tattoo and carve it off his body?
I don't know if that'll work.
We'll try the Remy thing first.
I'm okay. We need to still okay.
That's the best I got. I don't know. This is beyond me. I've never messed around with something that's been cursed.
Yes,
At least
you have.
not that I know of. Do I have any tattoos?
Arden took us to the Cord Temple when I was fighting Red.
But Cord is your god, and you had some sort of thread or something, commonality with him.
Kind of, yeah.
I don't think Cord is Leaf's god, so Cord was like, whatever. So we gotta figure out Leaf's god. Like, he probably got powers from something.
It's just it's a matter of it's a battle of control. Red gets to the point he likes anger, and he grows with anger. So the more angry you get, the more powerful Red gets.
So we go to the herbalist and find out what sort of herbs will chill him out.
Oh, it's this one and that one.
We give him some of those herbs, and I'll play some smooth Michael Bolton, and he can chill out until we bore Red to death, and it jumps to somebody else.
Red likes our group. I don't think Red's wanting to jump to anybody else. Red didn't even want to jump to Leaf.
Why don't we find some young... I don't even know. That wouldn't work.
He was my best friend for a long time, aside from Kaylin.
Can you beat Red again?
I don't know. Because now I also have Tyr and Henry to think about.
What? Tyr and Henry do the same thing?
What do you mean by the same thing?
Just like the same, like, you lose the battle in your mind and poof, boom, like, big explosion, Tegan-esque, the party's all dead, you're
No.
standing over us, just frothing at the mouth.
No. So Red is the one with the anger problem. Henry here likes gluttony and likes to eat. And Tyr likes all things pretty, and he keeps harping at me about getting a prettier scabbard.
So, wait. Do Henry and Tyr get along, then?
Yes, kinda. They don't, but they haven't fought much in my head. The most that they fought was when we picked up Red, and they weren't very happy about it. And then Leaf took Red, and then they wouldn't talk to me because Leaf had Red, and Leaf told them not to talk to me, and they don't like Red because Red's so powerful.
Let me just say that this whole story and journey makes my mental anguish and torture seem like a walk in Central Park. Jesus Christ, man.
Well, you never asked.
I'm pretty sure we asked several times. We just got the old, Portia response of it. I don't want to talk about it. It'll be okay.
Because I don't want to talk about it and it'll be okay. And when people find out, they typically leave. Look at Kaylin. She leaves and then but I have it and I have the power to protect everybody except for.
Except if you don't give them what they want, then they hurt
know,
you or
look,
you hurt us. What if I
right,
have something
well,
that they want and I don't want to give it to you?
I don't know. That hasn't happened yet.
So they don't want the cloak of friendship.
Tyr, do you want the cloak of friendship?
Tyr is not responding.
Tyr's not happy with me.
Hmm.
What about you,
Sounds like
Henry?
jealousy
Henry,
then.
do you want the cloak? No, I might have made him mad. Henry, do you want the cloak of friendship? That's not more your thing. That's Tyr's thing. Tyr never said it was friendly. It was pretty. So.
What?
Well, he did say you were prettier with the crown and the cloak on than you were when we originally met him.
Yeah, he did. He wasn't a fan of me. He must have sensed my wholesome goodness.
He doesn't really go about wholesome goodness. He goes about whether something's pretty or not.
And I'm not trying to say this in a disrespectful way. But how does he not end up with Tegan?
Hey, Tyr, do you think Tegan's pretty? Apparently, Adnan wants to know.
No
Pretty
response.
Okay, Tyr, are you done being?
Yeah, time out here. What did you do to the sword to make it angry?
Tyr's technically not allowed to speak to me when I'm near Leaf because of Red. Because Leaf told when Leaf took contract of control over Red, Leaf told Henry and Tyr not to talk to me, to give me a mental break whenever he's around or we're at the tavern. Tyr listens to that. Henry not so much. Henry still talks to me. Tyr only talks to me when we're away from Leaf. Except for at the Cord Temple, he did say that he didn't want to ever feel Red like he did before.
You've never talked to anybody else other than me about this.
No.
Well,
Leave.
I really think you need to talk to someone who has more knowledge on what you've gotten yourself into so that you don't end up in a predicament where you lose control and do something that you regret. Like, for instance, Leaf, who wasn't sure if he's going to pull through it or not, said to kill him if he turns on us. That's going to really, I don't even know how to say it. It's going to fuck me up if we have to kill Leaf.
It's gonna fuck you up. I think it's gonna fuck all of us up.
Maybe some more than others, So,
well, he's gonna pull through it. Stop saying he's not gonna pull through it. He's gonna pull through it.
I hear the words that are coming out of your mouth, but I'm looking at my man right now, and reality is telling me I don't think that's plausible.
Did you think it was plausible to save me when I was fighting against Red?
I wasn't there. I don't remember any
yes,
of.
You were.
I remember. What I remember is you trying to hurt everybody, and since I'm not very strong,
maybe you weren't.
I didn't stick around. And I remember Kaylin getting really pissed off at me and hurling some magic at me, and then next thing I know, I wake up and everybody's gone. And one day there's a big old oopsie in the tavern that nobody wanted to talk about. So I was like, okay,
Do you want that story too?
I mean, since we're out here throwing it all out,
Fine. So the night that the tavern went oopsie, quote unquote, right? So I was using Red's power and I woke up to being 4 foot tall. I grew 10 inches taller. I could see in the dark. I woke up Kaylin. We went over, uh, I needed some sort of clothes. And we went over to see Jason. And Jason's pretty interesting. If you didn't know, he has some awesome magic mumbo jumbo stuff going on. I don't quite understand it. But we went and saw Jason, and he gave me some clothes, and we came back, and Kaylin had gone upstairs, and I was sitting in the tavern proper talking to Leaf. And he had mentioned that I was supposed to find the white war pick to balance out the red, or the blue white war pick to balance out the red. And so I was trying to like hone in and see if I couldn't like detect it through the red. Well, Leaf decided to take red from me and put it in his, when he was the Warforged and possessing, I don't even remember what his name was, but he was possessing that Warforged guy.
Cade.
Thanks. And so there was like, how the chest part would open up, and that's where we stored all our important papers and money and stuff.
Mhm.
So that part opened up, and Leaf took red and put it in there to take red away from me, and then he exploded.
Well, that makes me think, where's the white-blue war pick?
I don't think that's still the case, because when I had it, it was different because I had Gamiel, who was like an essence of cord.
So if we give the white-blue thing war pick, it wouldn't help him out. You don't think?
Well, I'd have the white war pick, but there's nothing in it.
What happened to it?
It never talked to me.
But did it balance it out?
I got the white war pick after red got cast down in the dungeon.
Is Jason still alive?
Jason was up with us on the tower until he realized that the tailor shop, that the fashion treasures was on fire.
Okay.
But actually, he may be able to help. But again, fashion treasures is on fire. Like the rest of Waterdeep is on fire. And our home is on fire.
I'm familiar with Jason. Yes? No?
Yes. He was just hitting on you not even 2 hours ago.
He was the one that was in the tavern with us, that did the healing. That you definitely know, Jason. You were like with him for 6 sessions.
You were supposed to take, if he helped us find the intruder of the tavern, then you were going to take your shirt off. You guys had some really weird flirting, like, foreplay thing going on.
I thought I pawned that off on Tegan. I thought.
No.
Or was it Gerhardt? It was one of them.
No. You still have to. I think you still have to go to Jason and take your shirt off. He did help us find the intruder.
I will.
If I know Jason, like I think I know Jason, he will be calling in that debt.
Damn it! I'm gonna probably go in debt again. Is he the guy that had the angel wings and like floated?
He did not float, but there were I don't remember who, but only a couple of you were able to see the angelic aspect that he was able to conjure to help heal Gerhardt.
Well, fuck. This will be for Leaf. I'm gonna cast Sending to Jason. At a 4th level. In his head, he's going to hear, Jason, this is Adnan. Hopefully you hear me loud and clear. We're running to the temple. Tegan's. Power.
Bookstore! Bookstore!
Leaf, need help. Quick. Bye. That was my first sending spell. That was rough. It doesn't say anything about a word limit.
Yes, it
Is
does.
there
25 words, yeah, and sending.
It says it right there in
Right there.
the first handful of words of the spell.
Oh, 25. They did. You know what? The sons of bitches spelled it out. They didn't put numbers. That's their fault.
Oh my
should-
gosh.
If you're going to spell it out, put parentheses and put 25. Come on now.
Oh my gosh. You
Oh
are
my God.
ridiculous.
That is amazing. I love it so much.
I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that worked. I could do it again, but boy, we're danger close on no spells here.
Okay, so while he's doing that, I in the ring goes, so the Bahamut temple is a no-go. We went to the Quins. It's a no-go. They said to get him somewhere safe and out of people range.
And if anyone sees a white-blue warp pick, head to the tower with it.
The white
bookstore.
blue,
The bookstore. God damn it, the bookstore.
the blue war, Adnan, the blue war pick is in my room and it has no powers.
Maybe not to you.
Adnan, you get a little jingle as reply comes back. As what you hear is, Adnan, great to hear from you. Glad you're alive. Currently fighting fires. Not sure how I could help. What is a Tower Temple bookstore? And that's all you get.
Okay. I feel like I'll be a little more efficient with this one. Jason. Wow, that tingles. Because it did tingle when it came in. Tegan's bookstore. Hurry. Leaf cursed. Need removed. Will help with fire. Bye. It was like 24.
Unless you count the it tingled when it came in part.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I was wondering what was happening, and then I heard a noise in my head. And
It tingles and then it dings? Is your phone set on vibrate? Like, what is happening?
Oh, I know he's got one of those kitchen egg timers hidden in his back pocket.
I tell you what, you guys should try sending more often. It's a hell of a spell.
Get a reply. Adnan, I'm very interested in what this tingling sensation when it enters is. I can't help with a curse, though. I know some healing magic. That's all you get.
We're fucked, Portia. We're fucked. He can't help.
we're not fucked. Let's just hurry up and finish getting to the bookstore.
All right, so you guys are going to the bookstore. Tegan, what are you doing?
I'm laughing. So yeah, I was heading back to Gerhardt. But when I hear through the ring something about a tower, I'm gonna stop dead in me fucking tracks, and I'm gonna say, "What tower, and what are you talking on?"
Your tower, big guy.
Don't have a tower, fella. Tower's gone.
Bookstore.
Nope. No, when the bookstore caught fire, the tower vanished. The tower's not there anymore. I'll have to sort that mess out in the future. Why'd you need to go to the tower, though?
Turns out Leaf is cursed, and according to Shiraz, if the curse takes over him, he goes boom, like a very large fireball, and takes out hundreds of people.
Is this a
So
general
you
message,
wanted
by
to
the
take
way?
him to my tower
Yes.
to go boom.
No.
Have
In
you
case
lost
he
your
went
fucking
boom.
mind?
In case he went boom.
You've lost your fucking mind.
Your tower's magical. It
Are
can
you
take something
concussed?
like that.
He's concussed. Gerhardt, I think Adnan's concussed.
Is this a family discussion, or are you guys having a romance moment? Like,
No.
can we all hear this?
You can
I'm-
all hear this shit.
I'm
Okay.
sending it across on conference call.
Okay.
We're on
Tegan,
broadcast.
Adnan. Tegan, Adnan. She took Red from the dungeon. Leaf has it, and
the dungeon. What?
Portia, she promised us she'd leave it, and she took it, and it's possessing Leaf, and it's gonna kill him.
Oh, is that right, bitch?
I don't think she took it from the
She
dungeon.
took it from the dungeon, Adnan. She
No, there
promised
was
us
a-
she'd leave it.
There was
No.
a tattoo on her leg.
It
And-
followed her, Adnan. You're forgetting last session, buddy. It followed her, Adnan. The tattoo is because she took it from the dungeon.
Okay. So this is a lot. But
Oh,
here's
there's
what's going to happen. It is absolutely under no circumstances are you to take the ticking time bomb of Leaf to my fucking bookstore to blow up. 2,
Okay.
you're
Let
going
me-
to take Leaf to the Blackstaff Tower.
your
There you go.
girlfriend and blow her up.
Fucking do it, Adnan. For shit's sakes. Gerhardt, come on, you're with me. Where's the short one at?
I'm still trying to
She's-
get out of this suit. I'm stuck. Leviathan's
Stay in the
welded
suit.
together.
You're safe. Nobody can hurt you there. It's okay.
Exactly.
We'll come back
I've
and get you
handled
as soon
that.
as we can.
Someone get Remy. She's alone and she doesn't know anything. Someone needs to get Remy, and I can't
Short one.
move.
Where's the short one at?
She was watching the kids. She's probably around the
Oh, for
tavern.
fuck's sake. We put the shortest person in the party watching kids.
I
She's
think
gonna
actually
blend
that's
right
me.
in.
It's a disguise. She blends amongst the crowd.
And fucking tastic.
Get
Okay.
Leaf somewhere safe.
So-
He can't die
All right.
because of this.
All right. Adnan, take Leaf to Blackstaff. I will meet you there as soon as we can find the short, not child one.
I will send the short, not child one a message. I will tell her to meet me at the Blackstaff Tower.
Does
She
she
won't know where that
is?
is. She's never been up top. You need to go get someone needs to go get her.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I
Where's she
can
at?
try.
Go grab Remy and meet me there, and I'll just head out that way.
Oh, absolutely not. You and I, we have words to discuss, young lady. Adnan, Leaf, Blackstaff.
Not
Feist,
with the-
we'll come and get you.
I was gonna
Gerhardt,
say, not
help me
without
find
me.
the short one, and then we're all going to the fucking tower, and I'm gonna kiss some ass and see if she won't fucking help Leaf.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, okay, yeah. Then I definitely am in for this.
Look, she needs to know we gave her that stone to protect them and to protect us, and we are fucking paying for it. She needs to be involved.
Let's
Well-
hope she can remove curses, because turns out there's several within the group.
What?
Long
Well-
story. Catch you up later. Bye.
Baby steps.
Someone
right.
come get me from the cord pack. They're enthusiastic but useless. They're gonna try and crack Leviathan open, and it's too delicate right now. It's broken.
They're taking you to
fucking
Avian Imbrix. You said to go to Avian
I
Imbric.
know. I'm hoping I can get. I've got some ideas. I'm hoping to try. I'm gonna try and get this off because it'll take them a bit to get to me.
Great idea.
I've got ideas.
It's going to be fantastic.
I'm gonna try.
Keegan's going to break into his drama skills. All right.
Dear.
I'm going to find Gerhardt. I'm going to send Gerhardt to get Remy and then head to the Blackstaff Tower. I'm assuming he knows where the fuck that's at. If he doesn't, he's got a ring, somebody GPS is out there. I'm going to go get Feist, and I'm going to convince the rabbling crowd that Feist needs to go to the Blackstaff Tower because she's the Saint of Cord, and only the Blackstaff Tower can crack open the metal egg. Giant, I don't know what you would call that. The giant metal
It's not giant.
bird thing that fell from the sky.
It's not giant.
Okay. So, couple things before you get there, Tegan. You get to cause more chaos in the crowd. When you talk into the ring and get a hold of Gerhardt replies in accent that, of course, I cannot do and so will not do. He goes, yeah, I saw the Blackstaff woman. She's keeps appearing and disappearing, putting out the fires. I am helping with that. I am nowhere near where the Remy is. Someone else will have to do that.
Where are you, Gearheart? And tell her that we need her. Does she keep popping?
Yeah,
in
I
and out?
am not sure where I am. We go where fires are.
That's not very helpful.
Gerhardt, if you don't get to the Blackstaff Tower, I'm gonna put the fire square up your fucking ass.
Yeah, Tegan, you don't scare me. Please give it a try.
He might like that, in all honesty.
Fucking hemorrhoid check.
Oh man, I can't wait for him to come back and have that little spat there. Ugh. That's gonna be great.
He might like it. You
You
don't know.
Can we use the ring to try and trace where Gerhardt might be? Would I be able to use my mystical magical awesomeness powers and be like zibby zabby zoom and figure out that he's like in a certain direction from me?
Unfortunately not. The only thing that the ring tells you is that they're on the same plane or not.
Fucking useless.
It's not a GPS locator. It is just a glorified walkie-talkie.
Feist and Embrick worked very hard on that. Thank you very much.
However, if Feist is being beach balled to the Steam and Steel, which is right around the corner from the manor, the Troll Skull Manor Tavern, you're kind of going to be right there where Remy is anyway.
Okay, well, if I see Remy, then I'm going to grab Remy, and Remy's going to, come in tow. As I head to the Steam and Steel to convince the rabble-rousing beach ball party barbarians that they need to, dribble full court towards the Blackstaff Tower.
Okay, so Feist, coming back to you as your fantastic beach ballness, the one of the things about the Chads of Cord, besides their rippling muscles and constantly oiled skin, is that they're extremely fast. And they have stamina for fucking days, apparently, as they have gotten you to the Steam and Steel much quicker than you ever remember being able to get to, other than the fact of being around the place. However, when they turn that corner, you get dropped, thunk, as you hear loudly, Embrick, no! You can't see anything, but there's a bunch of chatter happening, and there seems to be some concern.
Board Pack, what's happening? Are they okay? Embrick!
You, even though you can't turn your head, you do see constant flashes of light.
Flashes of light?
Flashes of light.
Like arcane? Or
Could be.
Someone's meeting the Raven Queen.
Tegan, you weren't far as you come around the corner after basically dragging Remy with you to see the pack of Cordonites. And you see Feist off to the side, just kind of half chunked into the ground where they were dropped. But the pack seems to be all circling around something in the middle of the street.
Oh, I need to investigate that. I need to see what they're seeing.
Are you going to try to push your way through?
Absolutely, I'm Tegan.
I'm going to need you to make an athletics check.
We are
To
gonna fuck
push
this
your
up
way
so bad.
through.
Here we go, guys.
Come on,
Oh,
man.
wait,
like
I got
that.
Bardic Inspiration. I can use that too, can't I? What does
if I
that
can
do?
tell he's doing this, can I like help telekinetically shove people out of his way?
Give me an Arcana check, Remy.
Oh, I'm not really good at that.
got this. You got this. Look
I
at
mean,
that.
That's not terrible. That's why I want to use Bardic Inspiration. I don't really have Bardic, I don't think.
Hey, you know what? Adnan gave it to everybody. He just handed it out like candy.
I'll use
Wait,
it.
Feist gets some too? Hold on. No, Feist didn't get it.
Yeah, you guys are magically or otherwise are not pushing through the Chad force. The muscles for brains are stronger than you guys are physically.
Can I hear Tegan in his attempts to try and get in?
I mean, Tegan hasn't really said anything, so
He's not grunting or like making
There's
noise.
a lot of cussing and swearing.
I was about to say, I feel like there
okay.
would be
I feel like the cussing and swearing, you'd
the-
realize Tegan's voice. Sure.
Tegan! What are they doing? They're yelling about Embrick. Is he hurt?
I don't know.
Are they
There's
throwing
like a
spells
mosh
at
pit
him?
going on, and I can't get in.
Are they what are the flashing lights? Are they casting spells at him? They could be trying to help.
Flashing lights? Do I see flashing lights?
Yeah, from the center of the mosh pod here, there's
What
a bunch
type
of
of lights
strange.
do I see?
I mean,
I mean, are
It
we talking
looks-
like disco dancing flashing lights, or like lightning type lights, fire, spooky purple eyes?
give me an investigation roll.
This one, I'm a little better at. I Sherlock this shit.
They seem to be casting some kind of spells, but you're not sure what spells they are.
All right, okay.
Can I see the ground up ahead through people's legs or anything enough to be able to throw a psychic dagger for teleportation?
So no, because where there's space, there's then a calf in front of another calf in front of another
Okay, I
calf in
wasn't
front
sure
of.
if they were like
Yeah.
somehow there was like a little bit of a
No,
gap.
there's about 40
Oh.
of them that were
We
beach
short
balling
one,
Feist around.
You've done read my mind. I'm gonna grab Remy, and I'm gonna say, hold your breath, close your eyes, and I'm gonna cast Dimension Door into the
There you go.
center.
Now you think with portals.
We're gonna. It's gonna hurt.
Are we gonna crash on top
We're
of this dead
probably
person?
gonna get fucking killed, but we're gonna go out with such a fucking bang.
They're not trying to hurt Embrick. They like Embrick. He makes their weapons.
Well, obviously they're doing something because there's a lot of flashy lights and shit.
So
I
it
think-
is arcane. Can you tell? They're making. Are they
I
casting
think you
spells?
need to
or-
click somewhere so you can finish the spell.
Oh,
There you
Probably
go.
healing spells, Tegan.
okay,
Well, so
we can
you
just
grab
do-
onto Remy and you're like, whoop, and just. And you guys land in the center of the mosh pit of Chads, who are currently helping AV and Embrick up. And Embrick no longer seems like he's
Goodness.
half dead, and AV seems like they are more alive than not.
Oh, well, fan-fucking-tastic. Good.
Would you like some water? I have a water
Tegan.
skin.
Are they okay? I tried to get them out and I didn't see what happened at the Steam and Steel. Are they okay?
Right. So I'm going to show my ignorance here because I can never remember. Which is the red one? Which is the blue one?
Embrick's red, AV is blue.
All right. Avi is the one that I healed. Right?
Yes.
Last session?
Yes.
Right.
Avi's the one that you transferred the health with.
Right. And the red one is
The red one is Embrick. He's the
Embrick.
one who's on fire. He makes the weapons. He very rarely talks. It's Avi who's the talker, but Embrick is the stone quiet one.
great. I love Stone Quiet. Cool. I'm going to grab Embrick and I'm going to grab red and blue, okay? Because I'm always going to fuck those names up. I'm going to grab red and blue and be
Sure.
like, hey, great, you're not dead. Fantastic. Feist needs your help. She's trapped in that fucking contraption that you done made. And I'm going to point in
I
some
done made it.
direction.
He didn't done make this mine.
I'm not fucking into the ring right now, trash can. Quiet.
Damn.
And I'm gonna point in some direction that I believe Feist may have been just dropped.
Okay. There you go. There's Embrick. And Avi. As soon as you say that, the Chads all go, the Angel of Cord!
Oh, for fuck's sakes, these goddamn.
You know what?
meatheads.
You know what? I'm gonna use this. Feist maybe wouldn't think like this, but the player can't pass this up. Ah.
Hey, role play. Stay in your lane.
Look, growth is possible, and we're in a shit show. Feist is a survivor.
The crowd parts as Tegan, you lead red and blue, as you call them, over to Feist.
And I'm gonna point and say, see, something has happened. But Feist is fused inside. She's alive. We can talk to her, but we can't get her out.
Can I see them now? Have they come into view?
Yeah.
Okay. Tegan, it's just the wait. Are you got AV Embrick? Can you hear me? I can't. Are you okay?
We're fine.
I hear one of you, AV.
More or less.
I'm sorry I couldn't get you out. I don't know what happened. I tried to like redirect flame and I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry.
You did fine. You helped. Thank you.
Did the cord chads heal you? Are you able to help? Cord pack, come here and stand me up straight, please. I need to be able to see. Cord pack, come.
It's like visiting a grandma.
Holding you up
Come here,
so
child.
you can see.
Good job. Thank you, cord pack. Well done.
Wipe grandma's chin.
The angel speaks! The angel speaks!
Look, they're a pack. Feist knows what a pack is, okay? You know?
Oh man,
this
the
is gonna be
blessing
so
of
fun when they
Cord!
unwrap the Angel of Cord.
Ugh. I don't know, honestly. Well, I can't move my hand. I don't know, honestly, how all this happened, but if you can, they wanted. I don't know how to get out of here. The plating has fused together. And if you could help them try and I think the plating on the bottom is not that special metal the plating on the bottom is not the metal we've been studying, Embrick. I don't know how that's been affected by the fire. I can't tilt my head to see it. But if the bottom half's weaker, would you be able to help them remove it or at least crack it open so I can slither out without them hurting me?
Let's see. Embrick needs to make a roll.
And I had an idea to see. I don't know if it would work, but to see if that some of the like lines and shifting might be able to be more exaggerated, or at least kind of, if I can get it to shift at all, or at least highlight where the plating would be by shifting Leviathan's form from defense mode to guardian mode. Or trying. I'm assuming it wouldn't if it's all fused.
He needs to take a look at some metals. As Imbric just starts like moving you around while the coordinates are actually doing the moving. He's just like turning, but they're the ones lifting and moving as you're going upside down and left and right.
Listen to Embrick. Do what he says.
It just.
Yep. Feist has now reached a very zen place about this. They've reached a place of like grief and anger and loss that now just nothing matters. They figured out that Avi and Embrick were safe. Now they're in like a state of dissociation.
Tegan. I need fire.
Oh, I thought you'd never fucking ask, lad. I will make fire.
I need a big explosion right here.
Say less. I'm gonna make a big explosion right there. But I'm gonna tell Feist to instruct her jetpack to back the fuck up, because I need basically, Feist, I need to blow you up.
Okay, Cord Pack, back up, please. There's about to be a big explosion, and I don't want you in it.
And I'm gonna sculpt this around Feist, me, Remy, and Red and Blue.
Okay.
And anyone that may be, there.
Sure.
Like how big are we talking here, Red? I mean, are we talking like level of city block big, or blow somebody's arm off big?
Tegan, more fire, always better.
Well, then 5th level fireball.
Where was he pointing?
Don't matter. I blew it
Adam?
up.
You unfortunately won't know, because you can only see up here. You can't see anywhere else.
Okay.
Sorry.
I trust Embrick. I just sort of trust Tegan.
Minor details. Anyway. Oh, spell sculpt must not be work. Oh, we didn't have to target for high time. Whatever. We just undo damage. Not a big deal. Undo. Okay. So, Tegan, as you pull in the energy and cast your fireball at 5th level exactly where Ember tells you to, as that as the explosion actually starts to happen, because you send a small ball of energy that usually accumulates and explodes outward, causing the fireball. As that explosion starts, you see Embrick start to sculpt that fire and redirect it into portions of the bottom of Feist's suit. And you see it going into cracks, and you see like fiery lines just start arcing around the bottom of her suit, and then there's a
I gave Feist a hot pocket.
What does that mean?
Feist, you are going to take, unfortunately, some force damage from this.
This is fine. I'm sure it's fine.
You did
I
get
got hit points.
you did get burned, but you did go boom, so you take 16 points. I'll do it.
And I didn't get crushed by a bunch of cord jocks. I think it's probably the best of all scenarios.
And the egg is open. The bottom of the armor is no longer existent.
Okay.
So you can squeeze and wiggle yourself out, and you just have the top. The top of Leviathan still solid as one piece, though where those gemstones are, they're still there, so maybe it'll recover? Who knows what this fucking weird metal's gonna do. But you are no longer a trapped egg. And the Cordonites look around and go, Dragon was born!
What got worse?
I was hoping that would happen. He gave us a baby dragon. Cord is
I'm so
awesome.
jealous. I mean, I get like bugbears and kobold or bugbears and goblins. Feist gets a whole fucking pack of Chad cords.
Right?
To be fair, I don't actually know how this happened. As Feist comes out and they're absolutely shell shocked and bleeding a little bit, and
I'm gonna
Thank
go
you.
hug Feist because this
Feist
was
will
scary.
Feist will hug Remy and hug Embrick if very gently, and probably pat Tegan. But then they'll kind of sit for a second and look at their armor and just they don't know what to do. But can I leave this? I know it's everything's damaged, Embrick. Can I leave this here? I can't carry it.
You can leave it with me. It's fine.
Thanks. I'll be back when I figure out. And like Feist is like got tears in their eyes, and they're like, I'll figure out how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it, but I'll figure it out.
Embrick just tap.
Pat pat.
Yeah, not exactly good
Pat
with the
pat.
whole emotion thing. The fact they said thank you is probably, whereas Avi's
Like
just
he's so over
Avi's
it.
just big hugging you, tears coming down his face. He's like, it's gonna be okay. We'll figure it out. It's gonna be fine.
If Avi's crying, Feist is definitely
Oh,
crying.
Avi has lost their shit. Avi's
Feist
like,
is
Just so confused.
Avi's not really
Feist
known
is
what's
definitely
going on, but as the Chad pack moves and they see their home and the business and everything around them, and just it's a lot. And then Embrick like starts patting Avi's head, just double pats.
and like slightly syncopated.
Yeah.
Pat,
Yeah.
pat, pat,
Yeah.
pat, pat.
Yeah.
Oh. What's next?
Embrick picks up the bit of armor, the bit that remains.
Thank you. If you can keep that safe for me. What's going on with Leaf? We need to figure out if Leaf is dying. We got to figure that out first, and I'll come back for it when that's settled.
He just gives you solemn nod and like picks Avi up and looks around at all these court people and he goes, aren't there fires to put out? And they look around. Buildings! Break more buildings! And they're just...
No, Embrick! No, Embrick! Cord pack!
They're gone.
Oh, Embrick, they put buildings out by they put fires out by knocking the building down.
That might be safer. Kids can't play in it.
Oh.
As he turns around and looks at the place, he's like, "We can make it all bigger now."
Maybe we can find a whole section to research, make a whole section to research what this metal does.
See? Repair, fix, create new. With your armor over his shoulder one side, he's just grabbing AV, and he starts marching their way towards what remains of their building.
With the just clarifying, the are the gemstones, the focuses, are they in the like fused into the armor, or are they like attached that Feist was able to like take them in and out?
Once you put them in, they were stuck in. So
Okay.
they fused.
Okay, and that there's no gauntlet piece, like they're all one piece. They wouldn't be able to remove a gauntlet, like the thunder
Correct.
gauntlet.
It is
They wouldn't be able
all
to remove
one piece.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
it's like Fallout. It's the whole armor.
So guess
You
what,
step
guys?
in.
Feist can't cast anymore. They don't have an arcane focus.
I have lots of random things. Would you like to make your arcane focus a red crystal tankard that's worth 250 gold? How about an
That is
onyx smoking pipe?
That is very kind, and I think I could definitely use pipe weed, so maybe the smoking pipe.
I'll give you the smoking pipe. I've written down as onyx smoking pipe, 60 to 80 gold that we found down below. It's now
Thank you.
yours. I'm deleting it from my sheet.
Wow.
I will add an onyx smoking pipe.
You can now cast if you want to use it.
Oh
Remy's
my
just
goodness.
got random
Wait,
crap. It's fine.
I don't know how artificers work. Can a battle armor artificer cast using that as a focus, or do they have to have their armor?
You have to have armor or tinker tools.
They have their tinker tools, so they've got their tinker tools. Okay, so we're good.
They don't have anything. You have nothing on you right
So
now.
I have none of. So my entire inventory is gone. Nothing that I have in my inventory is there.
Basically, if you didn't
Okay.
leave it in your room, it definitely got burned up in the raging inferno you were in. If it was hot enough to melt your armor together, nothing survived that. So if you didn't leave it in your room, does not exist right now.
I'll say I think everything is usually attached to Leviathan, so.
I mean, I've got some extra daggers and a rapier and a short bow if those are helpful too.
Where the hell
Stuff
do you
in my
keep daggers, rapier, and a short bow
I don't know,
in
shove it in my backpack.
yourself?
Shoved in my
Back
imaginary backpack.
Wow, the back
Prison
pocket
pocket.
of holding.
Obviously.
Clearly the back pocket of holding. My gosh.
It's called the finger twist clutch of holding, actually, because girl pockets are not deep enough to hold shit.
Exactly. So if you'd like a dagger or a sword or something, let me know.
Dagger, please.
Okay, hand you dagger.
Thank you.
Just regular dagger.
With that, I guess you guys are heading towards Blackstaff Tower. Yep.
So what's the story with this? Is this the one where people were talking about Tegan's ex-girlfriend or something?
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't really know the story. I just remember being told that she lived here.
So Tegan's dated this really powerful sorceress, and then she gave us a job after we gave her. We gotta catch you up on why everyone's trying to kill us. So there's this magic stone, and the magic stone had a big evil thing in it, and the Xanthar people wanted the stone, but instead of giving it to them because they're like evil, we gave it to Tegan's ex-girlfriend, who also Tegan says is evil, but she seems nice. And she helped us out with Leaf and saving his life, and that's kind of how we ended up with that. And so now they're retaliating against us because of that.
Wow.
So basically it's a gang, a mafia. Yeah, mafia that's trying to kill us now.
Okay. Yeah, then I think I'm not gonna write to my siblings for a little bit.
Maybe, I don't know if we will still go get them, but I think we're gonna have to put that on hold
I think
until
there's
we
other
figure
things
out what
going
happened.
on here.
Also, be nice to Tegan's girlfriend. She's really powerful and can probably disintegrate you.
Well, I would prefer not to be disintegrated.
Yep. Probably. We lost
Bathroom break.
we lost the DM.
After laughing
That's the-
too hard at everything else.
That's the best time to start getting into shenanigans.
Yeah, right. I go in
Damn
and I
right
break
it
into a
is.
jewelry shop and steal everything.
Oh, so the villain arc starts now. Got it.
Yeah,
Obviously.
again, you said we were only 1 to 2 things away. Leviathan had yet to really be taken away. Now Leviathan's gone. That Vice is ready.
That's the
Villain
end
arc.
of it.
Let's go, bitches. They have a
That's-
dagger and a smoking
that's-
pipe. We're on the way.
That's not enough yet. I gotta take away a few more things. Then the villain arc can start.
Uh-huh. Well, this is gonna be interesting.
All right. Well, you guys. Portia and Adnan will get there first. So Portia and Adnan, you go to well, where the Blackstaff Tower is supposed to be. And you only see half a tower. Well, half a tower standing. The other half is in rubble all over the courtyard.
Is there anyone around?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of hurt people all around.
From Adnan's memory of the last time we were here, there was someone who greeted us at the entrance and escorted us to the
There was somebody who
building room.
was at the gate who greeted you before you could even get in, and then there was another group that was at the main door that is half busted over as the top half of a tower's semi laying on it, and there's rubble everywhere as well as people and all kinds of magical accoutrements.
I will make my way over to where we encountered the castle guard last time
Okay.
to see if they're there.
Sure. As you walk forward, you hit into something solid, but that you can see through.
We need to tell them that we need to speak with Bahara.
What? Huh?
What's her name? I think I'm saying it right.
But can they hear us through the bubble?
I don't know. Hi, can you hear me?
A young elven man comes over, sweat dropping down their face. Yes, we can hear you. I'm kind of in a situation here. We're closed.
Yeah, the whole town is in a situation. Is Bahira here? We're with the Wayward Souls.
No, she's using that staff of hers to move freely about Waterdeep, helping the rest of you. While we're stuck here trying to keep the arcane implements from exploding and destroying the entire town.
If we don't
Fear
get some
not,
help
brother.
here-
We're here to help.
I don't believe you are here to help. You look like trouble.
I am not trouble. If I was trouble, would I have been like, hey, I need your help. Want to talk to you?
Right. Well, whatever it is, there's temples. This is not a place of help.
All the temples are on fire.
Well, in that case,
We're
pour a
working
drink
for
for your
Bahar-
friend, and sorry about you.
We are working for her. We need to. You've got to have some way to contact her.
Yes, but not one that I'm wasting unless there's a dragon attacking a tower. At
Listen,
least not
brother, I
again.
don't know what you call an emergency, but there would definitely be an emergency on your end if you don't help us out, because she's gonna be really pissed off when
I
she
don't
finds
have a
out.
dragon, but I have a giant lion cat.
Please send your minor arcane implement this way. And as for you, sir, I think you are. She's always angry, so that doesn't frighten me.
Deegan, she's not here and they're not letting us in.
Oh, I'll be there in a fucking minute, okay?
I'm familiar with her.
Not like me.
I got one last spell.
I wouldn't say you're
This is how Adnan and I
familiar.
died.
You know of her. I wouldn't say you are familiar.
Didn't
How
we
familiar
meet
do you
her,
have to
though?
be? Yeah, that doesn't just because you met her doesn't mean you're familiar with her.
We're not
It
friends
doesn't.
with her.
It
But
doesn't define
familiar doesn't.
familiar.
I would say familiar doesn't mean friendly, right? Familiar just means like you know who they are. So like you could send it to someone that you don't actually like necessarily haven't met. You're just familiar with them.
I guess it's fair.
This is going to make Adnan very dangerous with this spell. I realize it. 'Cause I'm familiar with the bacon whiskey guy. I'm just gonna say, "Hey, fuck you," and then just it's done.
And hang up. It's his prank call.
Yeah.
I paid the Slurpee machine. Click.
You see
Okay.
some guy walking down the street. I remember that guy.
Well, I mean, Adnan, sure, if you want to send a message.
I do back up a little bit with the threat towards Henry. Just a tad.
Okay. Let me think about this. What do I say, Portia? I can only say so much before time runs out.
It's the Wayward Souls. We need your help. I don't know.
What was her name again?
Vahara?
Rahara?
Vahara?
Vahara.
I don't even know if I'm saying that right. It's the hot black staff lady.
I always called her Sweet Tits, so I mean you could always try that too.
It's
I wouldn't call
Vara.
it sweet.
Vara.
Is the H is
Vara.
silent.
The
Vara.
J is silent. Vara.
Oh, I spelled it with the H.
Souls
Probably to remind myself.
need your help. Leaf is cursed.
We are at
Tower. Vahara, it's the wayward souls. Leaf is cursed at your tower. Anything else?
This is how many words you got left?
That was 13.
Everything is because of the stone. Try to grab her attention.
Okay. And I cast it. Vahara, it's the wayward souls. Need your help at your tower. Leaf is cursed. It's because of the stone. Come quick. Bam! Send it. That is the most stressful thing, let me tell you. The sending thing.
I'm trying to put what you want to say in 25 words.
As soon as you finish your sending and you're celebrating, why did you bring a cursed thing to my tower, and how does it have anything to do with a stone? As appearing behind you is Vara.
Damn, they gotta put bells on you.
You said to come quick.
Yes.
City on fire is the stone. Is because of the stone. Because we gave you the stone instead
Yeah.
of Xanthar's guild. Our
Xanthar-
friend is
Go-
in a
go-
battle right now, and we
You
could use
think
some help.
Xanthar could do this, gesturing to her tower? That's
Duh.
tiny, multi-eyed bug that is beneath me squishing.
Do I have the right guild?
It was Xanthar. Remember, he said Xanthar's guild.
Didn't somebody say there was a note
Yeah.
saying it was of the Xanthar's
Yeah.
guild?
Yeah.
You got to think big picture here. Like, he is involved with something much larger than him, and he's doing nefarious acts on this thing's behalf and getting help because they want the stone.
Right. Okay. If that's what you choose to believe, go right ahead.
Well, what do you think has caused all this?
I don't. Not yet. Still
Well, then why?
extrapolating facts from
So
fantasy.
let me tell you our facts. We're back at the tavern. All of a sudden, some doppelganger comes in. Well, prior to that, whoop, back that up just a smidge. People are impersonating us while we're adventuring down in the Mad Mage's dungeon, trying to bring you back stuff. And for whatever reason, all these fake people are going around saying they're the wayward souls, and the city guard's all on edge. Okay, and then we come up and we kind of help put that to rest. And then some doppelganger comes in and kills one of our guys that we have to use our magic to bring him back. And he leaves a note saying that he's from Xanthar's guild, and we catch the God damn it, the guy that changes his face. And he says it's from Xanthar and that you need to be careful because they're coming, and anything that's near and dear to us is getting torched alive. And well, guess what happens? The whole city erupts into flames. Anything that we've had association with is now pretty much laying in ruins. And they also put a curse on our guy here who is almost dead. So that kind of brings you up to speed. I gotta say, a lot of things point towards Xanthar right now and not towards anything else.
Right. Well, if you say so.
Hot, not
Okay.
helpful.
Can we start in small steps, and can you help remove the curse from Leaf? We can't go adventuring and bring you back things if we don't have Leaf here to help us.
I mean, you haven't brought me anything back. Other groups have been down and back and sold their books to me 2 or 3 times over the times you've been down.
They probably haven't been as deep as us. I mean, we got down deep up in there.
I wouldn't know.
But
so
I
this
thought you're the
person
all-seeing,
is the
all-powerful.
one that you traded the stone for their life, right?
Yes.
Definitely looks weaker than whenever he was reborn. And he's cursed somehow.
She can tell you all about the curse.
Oh, do tell. What kind of curse is it?
He's not cursed. He has a cursed weapon that he took from me, and it's red, and he may have picked it up in the dungeon, and he's fighting for control.
She looks to you, Adnan. She goes, I believe you were actually the one who's cursed to have someone around you that seems to keep up with these objects that do this.
fun fact, just found out about that right now. Uh, we're gonna brainstorm on that a little bit later with the group.
Right. And what is it you want me to do?
Can you save our friend? Can you remove this curse?
Let me see if I understand this right. By what information you have, Xanthar is attacking the entirety of the city, and you want me to use my resources to save your one friend.
Absolutely.
And what do I get out of it? You still haven't
What?
brought me any books.
What would you like out of it?
I'm curious what you can even offer.
I don't know what tickles your fancy.
Then you have a little imagination.
I could probably get you a dinner date with Tegan.
I wouldn't have done that.
I would rather not. Although if you
Oh,
could have him publicly flayed, that would be interesting.
Okay, without publicly flaying anybody, what do you want?
about
For
an
you to
apology
stop
from
wasting
Tegan.
my time.
Can we settle on a public apology from Tegan?
No, because it won't be genuine.
Oh. You want something in return. You want us to go into the dungeon and bring you back something. We can't go into the dungeon without leave. You want something right here and right now. Everything that we own and hold near and dear has been destroyed or killed. You weren't the first stop for us tonight either, okay? Like, we were out around town helping put things out, help keep the city somewhat together. Leaf is a very powerful person. He's able to help fix and mend a lot of things. So I guess you could say, in a roundabout way, you would be helping us and the city out. It's not like he's a selfish person that only thinks about himself. And we would be entirely grateful for what you did. If you were to say need a favor or something in the future, I couldn't imagine saying, "Well, what would you give me in exchange for this service that you ask?"
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh God. Oh.
Why is a 22 and you're like, oh god?
Because it was a 9, and I'm like, I just, I got a lot riding on this. I'll let the
I rolled
22
a
go.
9 and only got a 22. Oh, oh
I mean,
god, it's so bad.
we're we're bartering on leaf here. I feel like a 30 wouldn't be enough.
I know. I'll owe you a favor.
How about we talk payment and favors after I assess if I can even help?
Okay.
Okay, that sounds fair.
At this point, before she's even doing anything, Tegan, Feist, and Remy, you're basically there. You can see the back of Vara, and has not her normal staff, has a different staff in their hand as they seem to be talking, though you can't hear what's being said. Seem to be talking with Adnan and Portia. You guys run up. What would you like to? Is there anything you'd like to do or say?
The
That's a terrifying look, Tegan.
Oh, there's
Nice to
so
see.
much, but I'm afraid I'm gonna fuck Adnan's whole thing up.
Nope.
Anytime you open up your mouth around her, you screw up whatever we've got
Okay.
going on.
All right,
Uh-oh.
I've got this. I'm gonna skill sets. Skill sets. I'm gonna Tegan this. All right, and it's a
Oh,
good thing.
no.
Here comes the Teganisms. Right. Oh, good. You are here. Can you help him? Can you remove the curse? Did they tell you about the curse? They told you about the damned pickaxe thing, the cursed magic item that's taken him over.
They were explaining it to me, yes.
Right. So I know you know how to do this. You're much more powerful than me. I told them to bring him here. So if you're gonna be pissed, because I can tell you're pissed, you're always pissed. Just look at you. Be pissed at me. You're already mad at me, okay? It's not my fault. You're super powerful. You scared me off. I was a wee bit intimidated by you, right? So I sent Deegan in. I sent my twin in that night to go out with you instead of me, and I stayed at the bar. I was at the bar getting drunk, okay? My fault. I shouldn't have done that. I'm very sorry. But right now, past is in the past, and what right is right, and I really need you to help him out.
Are you being honest or deceitful?
I am being honest.
I would like for you to give me a persuasion roll with advantage. I cannot believe you dropped that.
What, that I threw my twin to the bus
Yes.
there?
Fuck.
Oh, I did. It's probably not going to work, but I did anyways. And Tegan would know I would do that because you know I'm Tegan.
This has been a night of revelations.
I'm sorry. You got a little aggressive.
God.
Things got out of hand. You thought he was me, and well, I mean, clearly he's not me. He's, much stronger than I am, and feelings were hurt. But I did give you the damn stone.
Okay.
I know we don't have any books because I caught the fucking library on fire. Okay, I did it, Tegan.
Well, before I follow through with that, does the player remember that you did find books and that Tegan actively has them?
Oh, I didn't. No.
That's
forgot.
kind of what I
we have
thought.
books.
Oh, well, if I have books, I'm going to be like, I have... Oh, shit, where would the books be?
They're in your inventory. There's the book found from level 1, from Haleth from level 2. You've got 3 books.
Yeah, because I'm sure I already took what spells I want out of them. I didn't even know I had the fucking books on me.
Well, I wanted to confirm that before we...
Spell book. Ooh, what's that spell? I really like that spell book from level 2.
So do you wanna rephrase what you just said, since you player forgot you had spell books?
So I will tell her that I have some books for her, and I would have had more, but I fuck shit up, like I always fuck shit up, and I caught the damn library on fire. I'll be honest with her. I'll be truthfully honest.
That's
because
truthful.
she's a wizard and she's gonna bibbity bobbity boom my ass.
That is truthful enough. I don't need to worry about anything. She's going to stop paying any kind of attention to you. Walk over to Leaf and put her left hand on his face, and you see her close her eyes. And she's like this for what seems like eternity for Portia, because every second is 1,000 years. But it seems like an hour for the rest of you, because like, what the fuck is going on? But really, a minute later. as she removes her hand and opens her eyes, and there's just this big smile on her face. You neglected to mention they were articles of sin.
What
I
now?
don't even know what the fuck that is. And I'm going to
Yeah.
look at Portia. And I'm
Red
going to
is-
give Portia a very mean wizard look.
This
I'm just
one
keep
is
looking at
she's gonna point to Leaf and go, this one's consumed by wrath, and she has greed and gluttony.
Well,
And she's gonna
Can
look
you
at
help?
you in the eye, Portia. That's the payment. I want them.
Red.
All of them.
What are you gonna do with
Can
them?
you fix it?
Yes or no?
No, 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 no.
If
What are
you
you going to
remove
do with
Red
them?
successfully with Leaf coming out as himself and as alive.
Yes or no?
Her question is appropriate for negotiation.
Then no, it is.
I said
She
yes.
slams her stick down and she's gone.
do you guys remember the bar? You remember the bar? That's that fateful night in the bar. And I'm just gonna casually walk over to Portia, and I'm gonna have like a sad look on my face. And I'm gonna punch her right in the fucking face.
Roll me an unarmed attack roll.
I'm gonna do a half a point of damage. Watch this.
You're probably gonna hurt yourself, but
I don't think he's
Likely,
gonna hit Portia. You can't hit her.
I mean, she technically can't use the shield, so her armor class is a little less. Not by
Where the
much.
fuck? Where the fuck is?
Yeah, still
There's-
holding Leaf.
He's gonna miss and hit Leaf and kill him.
No, no,
Oh,
no. I
it-
mean, the
it won't let
face
me hit-
isn't.
It won't let me. It won't let me roll it because I'm not base. In contact with
Oh,
her.
there
we
you go.
All right, cool. Punch you in the face. I did.
I'm gonna say a 20 is gonna hit because
Yeah.
you're
Believe you
holding
rolled a
Leaf. You
20.
can't move. You have no armor. There's nothing. If you jostle too hard, you might heart poor Leaf here. So you just boom.
Figured.
Half a point
Is-
of fucking damage right there.
Fuck that, Tegan. Roll me a d4.
Oh wait, no. Oh shit. There. And
You just roll a d40 on accident.
I try.
One
Maybe.
point of damage. There goes.
Seeing this, I am going to jump between Tegan and Portia before this gets worse.
Stop it, Adnan.
Adnan, bring her back. I said yes.
I
I was
didn't
saying
send her
yes.
away.
You can bring her back. I said yes.
I'm out of spells. I got 0 left.
I turned back around to the bubbles. Bring her back. I say yes. I have something she wants.
That elven man is still standing there, like just was watching this whole thing. And you made her repeat herself. I doubt she's returning.
Then she obviously
I was
doesn't
saying
want those
I
artifacts
said yes.
well enough.
I don't know if did she not hear me say yes? I said yes.
You gave ultimatums.
And then I just said yes.
We negotiated, which is a normal part of contract agreement.
Not with her.
Well, then she didn't want them well enough.
Or she
That
doesn't
second
care.
that second yes and no, I said yes.
I can try. Because this has been very entertaining.
You're fucking welcome.
Tegan, you're still alive.
I am. Yes.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, Yeah. I'm glad you feel the same way.
Adnan, you need to stop trying to protect her right now. We're in the moment right now and things are going to go as they are. But when
Well,
we have a free moment, we need to have a pack discussion.
I understand what you're saying, but there's a lot more going on. Listen, when we were walking
Then
over here,
Stop trying to protect her.
I'm
We
not
need to
trying to
figure
protect
this out.
her.
You stood in between. We have things to deal with right now. You need to stop protecting her from Tegan. She's a
Tegan wasn't
traitor and
talking.
Pax.
Oh, I just hit her
Tegan
once.
was talking.
He punched her.
Yeah.
Once!
She's
One
part of
time!
Cord's temple.
She had it coming.
I'm not saying she didn't, but I'm saying that we shouldn't be hitting each other. We're teammates. That's what I'm
Agreed.
saying.
Agreed. But we don't have
So-
time right now for a pack review. So we
Okay,
gotta
but I'm not going to
figure
let a
out
teammate hit a teammate, period.
This teammate took something out of the dungeon after she promised that she wouldn't, that has now put his life at risk. Leaf
Yes.
is gonna die. It's gonna be on her. And
And
she's betrayed this pack.
That's a hell of a lot of stuff to live with, and let's just say that none of us have not made a mistake before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give
And
Portia
when
a
that
hug and say,
happened-
"You're done fucked up, kid."
Well, I made a mistake.
I
and
didn't hear you, Tegan. I'm sorry. You're gonna give me a what?
I'm gonna give you a hug and tell you you're done fucked up.
So you hit me and then you hug. That's about par.
That's a Teganism.
Do we have bipolar in Dungeons and Dragons? Is that what that is?
All are welcome
just
here.
did-
All are welcome.
I just kind of do a pat on Tegan as I'm staring down this elven man, waiting for Vara to come back.
Feist is hissing, like that weird monitor lizard hissing sound.
Look,
Tegan, stop and stop. Why are
Alright.
you guys like this? This is why this happened.
I'm gonna cast message to Vajra because if Tegan knows Vajra, she didn't just vanish when there's 3 items that Tegan would know she'd be really keen on wanting to get.
So
She would be
message
with-
isn't gonna help you here,
Right.
bud. Message is only 120 something feet. You
Yeah.
need
Sending?
sending.
I don't think I have anything like that.
It's a third level if it's in yours.
You do
I don't think
not
that's a
have
wizard
sending.
spell.
That's not one of the spells that you have.
Remy,
Yeah, what?
you spoke to people telepathically before. Is that
Yeah,
something you?
But I have
You-
to be able to see them.
Oh, you have to see him. I'm the same way. I got to see him too, but didn't know. Maybe you seem like you.
Yeah, I'm not really the magical type. I can throw daggers at things, but that
No.
doesn't seem to be helpful right now.
No.
I wouldn't recommend throwing a dagger at her.
I mean,
No.
I mean,
Are
I'm-
you?
I like
you-
starting shit, and that's the shitstorm that I don't want to stir. I've stirred it once. It was bad. I had to run. And look at me. Do I look like I run? No,
Apparently,
I don't.
quite a bit.
Let me answer
When I-
that for you, okay? I don't. I
No,
only
no.
run when things with big teeth or very pissed off ladies are chasing me.
Yeah, the pissed off ladies chasing him actually happens quite a bit.
It does.
noted.
It's unbelievable. Like that's a discussion for another time. Like I'm going to table that with you for sure over some maple bacon bourbon. But
Are we also tabling the twin?
yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
there's a lot
that's
we're
also
tabling right
possible.
now.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean,
no,
Just
no,
trying
we're,
to catch up and stay on. Okay.
we're not tabling
forget I
the
see
issues with
anything.
Portia right now. But to bring you guys up to speed, Portia said that when Red was trying to take over her, there was an inner battle in her mind. Maybe you can help out with that, Remy. Don't know. And when she won, that's when the tavern blew up. So maybe if we find whatever gives Leaf his
That's-
strength,
That's not what I said.
that's what I heard.
That's not. Anon. I look at the elven man. Is she coming back?
She ain't coming back. We got to solve this on our own.
She
I
did
mean, we could
not
always leave it
respond to
taking
me,
time,
but
couldn't
I
we?
passed along your message.
We can't leave Tegan. You know we can't leave Leaf. And he needs to be somewhere safe. He's been dragged around this whole city. He needs to be safe and cared for right now. If he's got any chance of
If nobody, we can't find anybody to help. So if I remember right from what I was told, the basement of Cord's temple was a huge explosion when I got done with the fight.
Oh yeah, and you came out naked too. Don't forget that part.
I thought you said you didn't remember.
Some things will stick in my mind, like when you were saying the taverns and towers and other that stuck in my mind because it sounded like titties.
Also, the
Ah,
Chads did kind of remind him about the naked lady
The
that came
naked
out of the.
lady.
Yeah, this was definitely the Chads.
Right now,
Why
we
don't-
don't have the time to go
So-
through the entire story again. We need to get him somewhere safe if we can, because this was our last person to talk to about help.
So let me
Let's-
get this clear. He is going to explode so something's going to explode if he does succeed and stabilize. And if he doesn't, he's going to turn on us and try and kill us. Is that what I'm understanding?
I think the explosion had something to do with
But Cord was involved last time.
Portia has a thread, a commonality. There's a bond with her and Cord.
Okay.
Why don't
If
we
you-
go back to the Barnaby's place and
They're
That's
Other
gotta be-
place it was on fire.
They're
On
on
fire.
fire too, Adnan. There's nowhere to go.
there's a if we go up the mountain, there's a cave with an old dude in it.
Takes half a day to get up.
Are we
at
blowing
least.
up old people now? I'm very confused.
He was a real chill dude, and it was kind of cool. I enjoyed him. We could take Leaf to Doug's grave. I'm sure that there's not shit going on there. I bet.
He doesn't.
Still takes
He
a
needs to
half
be
day.
still. We can't.
that's
We
what I'm
need to
saying.
stop moving him.
Where are you gonna lay him? The whole city's in embers.
You're going to take him a half a day up the mountain?
No, Doug's grave's much closer.
Isn't Doug's grave up
Doug's
the
grave
mountain?
is a
like
half a day
of
up the
the mountain.
I don't know. I don't hear you guys brainstorming. What do you think?
The
Where should we
fire's-
take him?
The fire is out at the tavern, so
That's our
it
only
might not
option.
be very structurally sound, but we could maybe figure that out.
That's our only
'Cause
option. We don't
isn't-
have another safe
Isn't
place.
Leaf was the tavern or something? It's a little confusing to me yet. You didn't all explain that very well in the 48 hours I've known you, so
I need a rest just as much as Leaf, but I don't know where to get one. So
The only other place really, if Vice has a point, is go back home. Nobody can help right now. Everybody's on fucking fire. I told her yes. She said I said no.
if she really wants something, she probably will have ways to find us.
We couldn't have wanted them that badly if she disappeared. So
Utter fucking disappointment. Vajra, you're an utter fucking disappointment. Leaves the center point of Waterdeep, and you just vanish and you won't help him. And you say you're the protector of Waterdeep. Who's scared and running away now? And I'm actually saying this loudly.
Keegan, I need you to
fireball, just
On top of it.
to clench
all
your
die.
sphincter as hard as you can and roll me an Arcana check.
don't shit the bed.
that's why the sphincter's got to be
Oh,
closed.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay.
That was gonna be a 19. I saw it.
Mhm.
Yep, I done shit the bed.
What kind of?
You didn't clench hard
Yeah.
enough.
I need you to give me a Wisdom saving throw.
And here it is.
Mhm.
Actually, 23 might be enough. Hang on.
How did you roll that low in an Arcana check and that high On a wisdom saving throw.
He's next to Portia, so he gets a +5 to his saving throw.
Oh, that's
Oh,
why.
that's it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It still would have been higher than the Arcana check.
Oh man. You do not succeed. So as you say this out loud, Tegan, you find yourself, well, suddenly the world gets bigger. And there are golden bars in front of you. And then the world starts to move at weirdly.
Weirdly.
Yeah, I need you to give me a perception check. Okay. What the rest of you see is Tegan nowhere to be found. But Vajra is there with a bird cage and a small bird on the inside of it that seems to have a strange coloration to the feathers of red, and then kind of at the tips a little bit of gold, but right at the center of the chest, brown.
Oh my god.
Fucking bitch.
I'm gonna start chuckling.
What?
Is that Tegan in there?
As she turns around, why was he insulting me when I clearly said I would be right back? As she leans over to look at the elven man, who turns really pale.
He never said you were coming back. We just thought you left, and it's Tegan. He thought he was trying to help in his Tegan way.
Yeah, your guy fucked with us real hardcore, and Tegan took it personal.
He said that you didn't say anything.
Rupert, is this you did not pass on my reply? He's just... And he turns around and bolts.
Hey!
Oh, I'm gonna go peck his fucking eyes out.
Well, you're flapping as a bird inside of a cage, so you can't go anywhere. But Vajra just kind of sets the cage down and walks over to where you guys are at. Hang on just one moment. As she takes a step through, as you guys can see, there's a slight shimmy in this weird wall. As she steps through, reaches out a hand, makes a grasping motion. And you watch as this guy who is running just fall to the ground. And then she steps back out, and that weird shimmy comes back. Anyway, I understand we have a deal.
We have a deal.
Excellent.
Oh, could we take
Oh,
back that asshole
Oh!
form, please?
I'm sorry, I might have to cast silence on this bird. Could you please repeat that?
I said, would you please give us asshole humanoid Tegan back?
No, how else is he ever going to learn to stop saying my name like that?
He was trying to help in his weird asshole way.
Right, and he needs to learn that not to do that about me. Anyway, let's see to your friend here.
This lady
She-
terrifies the shit out of me, so I don't have much more. She's the hot bitchy lady.
She
So,
puts her
I'm
she
turned
puts her
on and
hands
terrified at the same time.
puts her hand over Leaf's face again. And as she does, she just very like a caress as she's going down the face, down the neck, going down the chest. As she continues moving, the clothes that you had on him just ember and vanish into ash as she traces down, and then she stops. And then she takes her hand and she like digs into his skin. You can see blood where her nails dig in. And she pulls. And as she does so, the 5 puncture marks that she made, you see this red smoke coming out of all 5 places. And as she pulls it out, she directs it over and into her staff. And she just this constant motion of pulling and redirecting and pulling and redirecting until there's no more red smoke. And then she puts her hands back onto the chest. Well, his heart is still breathing. I think he'll live. I'm not a healer, though. Someone else will have to clean up that mess. Your turn. She just reaches her hand out. You're muted if you're talking.
Oh, then you didn't hear anything I said.
Nope, I did not.
Okay, so I do cast second level cure wounds on Leaf as soon as she says he needs a healer.
Okay.
And,
when you do so, you can see instant improvement.
Okay.
Like there's a bit of color back to him.
And then I do it again. I just do it a couple times because it's a touch spell and I'm holding him anyway.
Sure.
And hang on, where's my second levels?
It says you casted 2 of them at second level.
Yep, I'm doing all 3.
Hot damn, you're just boom.
Yep, essentially. And then I reach with my other hand and I squeeze Tear and I hand over Tear. And in my head, I tell them I'm so sorry.
As she takes the blade, Tear turns into a pearlescent green smoke and is taken into the staff. Now gluttony.
Oh man, I'm gonna cry. Go on, Henry. And Henry's on my shoulder, so I grab the house cat Henry and hand him over. And I'm bawling my eyes out as I do so.
She just like tink and then flip as he turns into smoke that is a darker green mixed with there's a little bit of black and a small tinge of red as that is taken into the staff.
Can I get clothes for him, please?
I'm not a tailor.
You got a blanket?
Perhaps one of those places will have blankets to spare. This is a place of learning, not people don't sleep here.
And I just kind of... Oh man, fine. Trying to think of which outfit I'm wearing. Is it just my bouncer clothes? Or am I wearing
whatever you would have been wearing?
Yeah, the top of the bouncer shirt comes up and kind of wraps it around his waist. So I'm in the undergarment corset, and I just say thank you, and I walk off, and I pick up Tegan's cage, and I can just keep walking.
Okay. She raises and hits the staff back on the ground. You watch as she just like seems to melt into the ground.
I'm gonna caw at her when she fucking disappears.
You
I am
do
cussing
so.
her out and crow.
Yep.
Hopefully, Tegan, this doesn't last you too long. And I head back towards the tavern.
Okay.
Remy, that was our original employer. Well, still is our employer. She's terrifying.
I noticed.
I thought we were going to talk about the Stone of Galore.
Yeah, we needed
don't-
to.
I don't know that she cares.
She doesn't care? Why wouldn't she care?
She seems like she doesn't really care about a whole lot of what goes on around her, except for when she wants to.
Yes, that's fair. But why wouldn't she care about the fact that it's because of the Stone of Galore? Isn't that important information?
I don't know. We showed up before. Like, we never heard her say that. Anything about that? Maybe
Oh,
Adnan
right,
heard
you weren't
something.
there. Yeah.
No, she definitely was not concerned. I gave her the rundown of the impersonator, well, even going back to when we came out from the dungeon. She was not interested at all. Said that if that's what you think,
So
like,
she
bitch,
does.
those are facts. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
So she thought you were lying?
I don't
That
know if she thought
Santa-
I was lying or if I was stupid, but like, she doesn't listen. You can't talk to her.
I mean, I think it's fair that she thinks you're stupid, right? I think she thinks everybody's stupid. That's probably a fair assessment that everybody can get just by being in the same area as her. She thinks everybody's dumber than her. Whether it's true or not, definitely she gives off those vibes.
So she doesn't think it's connected to the stone.
Or doesn't want to admit it because maybe she'd have to give up the stone. And that's a precious artifact to her. So I wasn't really sure it was a good idea to hand over the sins of glut or the the cursed items, because we probably just made her even more powerful, and at some point, I don't know, maybe we end up fighting her.
So we need to make her our new best friend, is what you're telling me.
I don't think that's possible.
She was going to be terrifying and powerful no matter what. One thing she does know how to handle is evil magical artifacts, or just magical artifacts. So using them for helpful purposes for the city, maybe not. Keeping them safe so they can't harm people, or maybe not harm her, that's in her wheelhouse.
Who, I guess let's have everybody who isn't a bird and who didn't come from underground roll me a history roll, please.
Underground or bird. Cool.
I feel singled out there.
Well, you're
Yep.
not
Same.
underground at least.
I mean, you can't. Nobody speaks bird, so you can't really talk to this conversation.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna have nothing left. I need to take a nap.
Nice.
The dice said no.
The dice said no.
Okay, so with the 15 for Feist, this was we're gonna have to go back in time here to about 4-ish years ago. Before actually Feist joined the party, but for some reason Feist would have heard this from the people, and that Vara is the leader of a force called the Grey Hands. They are a private security force, and they are constantly testing people's loyalty to the city itself as a whole instead of individually to like the ruler. They give the ruler in public all the respect that they've earned, but
Oh,
are always for the city as a whole
I feel like this is something
versus
Feist.
anything else. So probably the fact that you called her here when she's out in the city saving hundreds of lives for one has put her on edge. And then is she a individual who uh, will abuse these abilities if it can save the city? Damn right.
Or piss Tegan off.
That's a
She
minor
turned
annoyance.
with
If it
step.
pisses Tegan off
It's
while
an,
also
it's an
saving the city.
overstep of power to turn someone into a bird. But it makes sense that Feist would know this. I think they'd be very interested in pack functioning, no matter at what level. So, Feist will turn to Remy and go, so she's part of this group that like protects the city, like the people of the city, not the aristocracy or the ruler. So she's a bitch, but I don't think she'd do anything that would hurt the general populace. And again, she's equipped to handle this kind of stuff. If you see like a pigeon just going,
Apparently the bird is not the general populace.
Just
not the general-
ruffling up making the
Flapping
feathers
away
all
in the
big.
fucking cage at that.
You're not in the general populace, Tegan, although this is quite a gross overstep of power. But you should be fine in like an hour. It'll wear off. Or I
Days,
could
10 years. Who knows?
I could
Fairford
punch
be
you.
able
That
to
should
help.
change it.
Or Silas.
Do we
Why don't
have
we-
any of that those herbs that calm you down? Can we put that in Tegan's cage?
I mean, I've got some nightshade.
I don't know if pot works on birds, but I think if we punch him, it should pop him right back out of it. We just probably need to get him out of the cage.
First person that tries to punch me, I'm pecking the shit out of.
He just
Yeah.
needs it's just a little damage.
So I'll find a stick and I'll just poke him.
Wait till out of the cage, Adnan.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
I'm-
know.
I'm
He can
so
just transform back on his
I'm
own.
so entertained that Adnan's like, I'm not gonna allow any inter-group fighting,
Right?
and now Adnan's like, let me punch Tegan.
That's why Feist barely listened to him earlier, because she knew it was a whole load of horseshit, and it's already proven itself to be the case.
Yeah, there's no sticks, bro. You're in the middle of a fucking city. I don't know where you're gonna get a stick.
I guess I got to get a big rock and drop it on the cage.
Stop. It's fine. Here, it's just let him be. He'll turn back in an hour. We should probably take him out of the cage once we get somewhere. Actually,
Why don't you let him out of the cage now?
because he's gonna fly away, and then if he flies, because he's a bird, he's gonna hurt himself. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna take my claws and pick apart.
Maybe a griffin will eat him.
I'm gonna take my claws and pick apart a little bit of a frayed edge of some of my clothes and see if I can pull a string.
We gonna
And
tie a noose around it?
Okay.
I'm gonna try. I want to
Are you gonna put me on a fucking leash?
Well, do you want to be in the cage or not?
Are you fucking mad?
Hey,
I
you
put
you
him
got
on?
caw.
So- I'm
Can I
gonna.
put him on my shoulder like a pirate?
If he'll stay, but we'll let you can hold him. Hold
Hey,
on,
you
and then
guys
I'm
can
gonna. I want to tie the string
Well-
around his little foot.
How?
So if I can open the cage door and
Yeah,
use
there's
my hands
not
to
a
block
door.
it so he can't escape. Oh, it's a totally closed cage.
Yes.
Oh, he's gonna get very hurt when he pops back out.
There's no door, and you guys just picked it up and took off. So she's like, okay.
Well, okay, let's clarify. You guys, Portia.
Portia.
Okay, Nana, Nene, Portia.
Hey,
Portia's
the
like,
the
"I'm
pack
doing my bird
the
job."
pack acted.
Proportional
Okay.
response.
The pack-
I just
that-
punched you in
that
the
is not
face,
actually
you
from the
punched
pack.
me. Now you trapped me in a fucking cage.
So, okay, so this is actually gonna hurt him pretty badly when he pops back out. So we need to go back to the tavern and see if any of my tools survived, so I can break this and try and get it open. Because the
Why
Or-
don't we?
You
Why don't
can
we go
just
to?
take him back and see if she'll do it. She won it before.
To who? Who? She? We're not talking to her again.
You want to call her back again? She seemed really.
We're not
upset.
talking to her again. Let's go back to the tavern. I think our rooms were just regular fire, right? It wasn't the demon fire.
I don't
I've
think
got
it got up that far.
I've got an Adnan idea. I think.
Oh no.
No. It's a good one.
Are you
Two
sure?
things we could do. We could bend the bars using a piece of metal, or what we could do is we could take some cloth and tie it around a couple bars, and then put a piece of metal in the cloth and twist it, which will tighten the cloth, and it'll pull the bars apart so that the bird can come out.
I'm sure that will all work with your very great strength, Mr. Adnan.
So
Not
that's
not
not
me.
Mm.
I'm the thinker.
Oh, okay.
So that's
I'm
not a
thinking.
bad idea. But I think the bird, like I'm imagining these are small slats. Like we would need
They're
to
very-
we need to get him out of the cage. So I think I think you're onto something, but we need to be able to bend these a lot more than just.
Okay, Adnan, how about we get back towards the tavern and then you can use your revenant blade to try to break him
No.
free.
You know what? As much as I'd
No.
love to use the Revenant Blade, I fear for Tegan on that one. Maybe we ought to go to Avian Embrick.
It's either Aviar Embrick or again to see if I have tools up in my room, depending on how bad the fire. If it was regular fire, it wouldn't have melted my toolkit. If it was the magic fire, then it's fucked. I don't know what survived there.
Plus, I kind of want to show him off a little bit.
Okay, fair. They could probably use a laugh after today. But we gotta go fast, though, because if we have an hour, he's gonna turn back and he's gonna really get hurt. I'm telling you,
Do we know
he's
he
gonna
has
get
an hour?
hurt. That's how long that spell usually lasts.
What spell? Do we know if that's what spell it
Well,
is?
No, actually, that's true. We have no idea. She might have
She's
done
like
some
a
weird
fancy
shit.
magic person.
I mean,
Maybe
we're
she turned
here.
into a bird forever.
Nah.
I'm gonna tell you. By the way, it's good from where the tower is to the tavern. If you guys are going that direction, it's gonna take you a little over an hour to get there. So you'll find out before you get there what's gonna happen.
Gosh. Okay. So actually, if I know that, let's do Adnan's idea. I'm going to try and leverage the stick idea like he thought. I'm gonna rip a little bit more off.
I've got a crowbar.
Good, let's do that, and then try and twist the bar so not enough. I imagine it's not going to be wide enough for him to get out. No, I'm not putting a crowbar in there. Quit squawking, you bird. And use it like a tourniquet to kind of pull enough so if I can, is it going to be enough to get him out, or would it just be my hand that I could potentially get in?
Neither. So with your twisty clothy idea, like you might be able to get a claw in.
Oh, these are really tight.
These are tiny
These
and
are
tight.
Tiny.
Yes.
I don't think she likes Tegan very much.
Okay.
Tegan has all sorts of ideas.
Does
Tegan's a
anybody have
bird.
a spell that could speak to animals? What would I actually have in my possession?
No, but I know.
I do, but I have nothing left.
Okay. Does anybody have any any toolkits?
I have thieves'
my
tools.
Thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools. Okay.
And I have a crowbar.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Okay.
between
Okay.
me
Wait.
and
Let's try
Remy-
this. Okay. So what if whoever's strongest? Can we see Portia? Can we see if instead of twisting them inwards, can we twist them outwards enough that the crowbar can be used with the stone to tap, like to try and tap and break the cage bar?
I say, why don't we ask the hot lady to come back and bibbity bobbity boo Tegan out?
You guys are idiots if you think she's going to bibbity bobbity boo Tegan out, and if she is, she's already planned on doing it.
Well, okay, and second thought, maybe we should examine the cage. Perhaps the bars are the strongest part, and the floor is the weakest part. And we should focus on breaking the floor.
Okay, that's fair. I will take a look at the cage to look for like spots that I think I could use that same leverage to try and like tweak a weak point to see if I could get the top off or the bars
Yeah.
off or something that would get him out.
Give me a investigation roll.
This is gonna be one of those normal. Oh, that was so close.
Very
It was
nice.
So close to really
As
bad.
you look at this cage, and you're looking at it, and you're going over it, and you're there's this isn't a cage made out of metal. This is solid energy. There's no seams. There's no points of weakness. This is one piece.
It's energy. It's not made out of metal.
It's not cold to the touch. It doesn't have that same feel for you. You are familiar with all kinds of metals, especially since working with Embrick. It doesn't feel like metal.
Okay.
But
So
it's
there's
extremely rigid and tough. So the only thing you could think of is I mean, she kind of just made it whoosh appear. So maybe it's some kind of energy or something you've never messed with before. But you don't see a weak point, a joint, nothing. No seams. It's all one piece.
So it did or didn't move when I tried the tourniquet thing earlier.
It did not move.
Okay, that was important.
Well, I'm
Okay.
gonna look at Bird Tegan and go, Bird Tegan, since you're the wizard and now you're a bird, do you want to act out what you want us to do, and we'll try to guess, like charades?
Does the ring still work?
He's gonna take his wings and hold him up and grab a feather and poke it up like a middle finger.
I figured as much.
Does the ring still work? If I speak into the ring at Tegan, does it land?
You can certainly try.
Tegan, can you hear me? In your head, dear, can you respond?
Tegan, you hear that, but would
I
you like
do.
to reply?
I do.
Okay, well, now keep in mind that when you reply, you can't speak common. You speak bird, so please reply in bird.
Oh.
Caw, cracker, caw. Fuck Adnon, caw. Bitch got me stuck, caw.
Okay, so I don't speak bird, but I got a good gist of what he said. And I think he's hungry. And when I took a look at this cage, it's not made out of metal. So there's a chance that when the magic dispels, if the bird magic dispels, that the cage will too. But I think whoever has the capacity to dispel magic should have that ready to go after we sleep, because if this doesn't undo itself, then we're going to need to be able to we're going to have to manually get in here and dispel the magic.
Yeah, or have a mop and bucket ready. I mean, one of the two.
I
It's
also
gonna be
don't
like
know.
forcing Play-Doh through some of those grates.
Yeah.
Well,
it'd
I
be
don't know if
fine
the
bucket,
cage is going to dispel too. The cage isn't
Well,
metal.
I think we'll find out. So why don't we just keep walking towards the tavern and see what happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hungry, so
great
at least we
idea.
can get him some food.
If it didn't burn.
Yeah, and he also said fuck Adnan, but I didn't think that was particularly unusual.
That's probably because I'm playing some melancholy music that's gonna crescendo up into the final moments of whether that the cage disappears and Tegan comes back, or it looks like
Here.
spaghetti all over the floor.
Here, stop that, and I'm handing you the cage, Adnan.
I am gonna hold the cage near and dear to me. Hey, little birdie. It's okay, Tegan.
I'm doing my best fucking bird crossed wing stare.
I'm
You know,
rummaging
You're
birds-
in
getting the angry
pockets.
bird stare right now.
You
I
know,
think I
birds
have some
Absolutely angry bird
crumbs.
stare.
birds don't control when they defecate, Adnan, so be careful how you hold him.
That's okay.
Good idea.
It's worth it.
That's a great idea. I'm gonna shit on Adnon.
The small price to pay, baby bird.
Oh man.
Who's
I'm
my good
fucking
bird?
flipping a 180 and I'm dropping deuce right on him.
This is everything I was hoping for.
I'm dropping my pocket lint in there that's mixed with crumbs from old bread.
Tegan would absolutely be an angry cockatiel. Is that a cockatiel or a cockatoo? Whatever that is. That
drinking
is
things.
exactly
He's a
Tegan.
cock of something.
something to eat,
Screaming, drinking booze, and
Yes.
just
Moving.
all over angry.
We're good.
Oh, it's a great idea. Let's go
I'm
back
gonna
to the.
call like a son of a bitch, and the only thing you can make out is the word fuck. Okay.
Let's find a tavern. Set him on the tavern bar as we
They are
all
all
drink
on
around.
fire.
I
They're
think
all
I
on
Make a
find
fire.
round
one.
without him. Oh man.
We could cheers the cage each time. Hey, Tegan.
I should have let your ass fucking die back in year one.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, are you headed to the troll skull at this point still? All right. So just before you get there, the cage dissipates. But Tegan's still a bird.
I'm
Grab
fucking
him.
Adnon. I'm fucking pecking on Adnon instantly. Instantly. How
Okay.
do you like that, fucker?
As long as he's not flying away, that's okay.
I mean, if he flies away, he flies away.
Anybody who's trained in
Adnon-
Arcana, please give me an Arcana check.
This is a true polymorph. Tegan is never coming back.
Oh, I rolled a fucking nat 1. Ugh.
You guys have never seen this kind of magic. Not sure what's going on.
Catch him. Adnan, hold on to him. Don't let him fly away.
Bird.
His brain isn't working.
Are you?
Oh, I'm not
Okay.
flying away. I'm pecking on Adnon, and then I'm gonna land on Adnon's head with my claws, and I'm just gonna start pulling fucking hair.
Okay,
I'm gonna
so
strut. I'm
he's
strutting on
still
his fucking head
himself
right now.
enough.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
Okay.
Let's just figure out.
Tegan,
Don't-
raise your claw if you want booze.
I will raise both claws and flap.
That wasn't clear enough. I can't tell if he's actually functionally in there, guys.
I think so.
I-
That's how he
I think you're
responds
right.
to the request for alcohol.
That is true.
He's in there. That's why he's attacking me.
Did we tell him that they blew up the brewery?
He knows.
Oh man.
Well,
First one
today
you
can't get
fuckers
any
get a
worse.
stuffed cracker in my mouth, I swear to God.
Well, you guys make that that final jaunt. You are out in front of Troll Skull. The wave of people is gone. There are some some barricades around the side of the building because there's a big fucking hole there. Again, all the windows kind of exploded outwards, so you have no windows in that first floor. You can still see the charring marks where the flames rolled from the windows and kind of licked the top of the awning. Broken as it is, it's still home. What do you do?
We need to know if we can. Is
Does
it
it
all
look safe?
completely blocked off?
Nope, just the damaged side.
So knowing which side is the damaged side, am I able to know if I go in this way and go that way, I can get up to our quarters safely?
Well, give me an intelligence ability check. As far as safely is concerned, no. You guys had a roaring fire on the ground floor of the tavern, which has probably weakened structurally everything that supports everything up.
Anything else? Yep.
So we could camp out here tonight in
I
the
don't think
street.
we're really gonna have much choice.
I mean, I've slept in way worse places than behind a barricade.
I mean, there's inns that you can try to get. Not every inn was a tavern, so maybe there's some inns you could try. Everybody you
Sure,
really
what-
met or knew is all around here, and they all got exploded. So, or you could take chances.
We could try the nearest inn.
I'm really tired of walking all over town.
I'm very tired too, but either we find an inn and sleep on a bed, or we roll our bedrolls out and sleep on what's left of the front yard.
Our bedrolls are in our rooms.
Some of us had our bedrolls in our rooms.
How far is the nearest other inn?
And you guys can start inn hopping, trying to find one that's open. Excuse me.
I'm going to grab onto Adnan's shoulder with my feet.
Yep.
And try and fly and pull him in the direction of my bookstore.
Okay. And on you're being pulled by a tiny bird on your shoulder.
I will. I'll turn in the direction he's pulling.
All right. He keeps holding and flapping as you go back around the corner, and you find yourself in front of the bookstore.
Where'd you go?
I'm at the bookstore. Tegan seemed to try to get me over here.
Does it look better than the tavern?
What does the bookstore look like?
Well, from the outside, it looks fine.
I'll try the door, see if I can enter.
I mean, it's locked, but you might have somebody who can help you with that.
I guess I'll knock.
There's no answer.
I'm going to fly up off his shoulder.
Okay.
Fly up to about 10 feet in the air, and then kamikaze fucking dive into the door.
I can open it for you if you'd like. You can.
All right. You bang! You slam right into the door and fall to the ground.
Okay.
Adnan, Bird Tegan is no longer moving or breathing.
I hope someone has a healing spell.
Hang on.
Feist, you've been muted for a while. I don't know if you're talking or not.
I did not know that. I don't have any magic left. I can't cast anymore.
I got 0 magic.
Tegan, I need you to roll the death saving throw macro, please.
I have Harness Divine
What
Power,
that
which
is.
will give me back a spell slot.
Do it now. Do it now.
I'm trying to find it. I'm doing it.
Oh.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, I can do that too.
Looks like a broken heart. I need some macros.
And then I cast Cure Wounds on
You're
to
gonna have to wait.
Tegan. Let me.
I take it was not a polymorph spell then.
Yeah, it's not.
Did it do it? Or do I have to hit execute?
There you go.
Okay, and hit it one more time for me, please. Thank you. Because that's long enough for him to say help, somebody to come around and do a thing, cast a spell. What do we cast him?
Cure Wounds.
Okay. Oh, that's your harness divine power nonsense, right?
Yep.
Mm, I don't see where you have a channel divinity left to do that.
That's what I'm looking at right now. I don't think I do. It's because it's not letting me hit it.
I'm trying to burn my sorcery points to get a spell slot back, but I think I hit the
Convert
wrong button.
sorcery points is what you're looking for.
I don't have nothing. I have a potion of healing in my bag if somebody wants to grab it and put it down the bird's throat.
Tegan, make me another roll,
Mad dog.
please. Adnan, let's look at what you got going on.
It's just all. I think you just manually do it. You just click the Oh, I'm looking at Feist like they have it instead of. She's not wit. You just click that and then you have to manually convert
Or
it.
is he not with us?
He's fighting fires.
Gerhard is fighting fires.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it is, and then you just
He's-
so you manually take off you manually convert it.
Okay. My bad. Sorry.
Okay, so then what are you casting if you're converting spell slots and getting a second level back?
Healing word.
Okay. That works. Bird Tegan is breathing again, and that will end today's episode of What the Fuck is Going on Waterdeep.
Good lord.